Welcome back to Song of the Nameless, Session 5, Balancing Act. Last session, adventure, exploration, fun, and then good times in the crypts. They have found themselves in a precarious position with metallic birds attacking them. And so, once everybody's got their initiative rolled, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing?
Me.
Your computer exploded.
Yeah. It's just going a mile an hour. Just one single mile per hour.
Well, as we wait for that, um, it looks like Centrix is a pretty high initiative, so we'll go ahead and start there. Um, so during the initiation of the conflict, like the birds activating, during what would be considered a surprise round for the group, they moved, and it looks like 3 of them are moving towards Scarin. Looks like 3 of them have surrounded Gil on the opposite side.
Oh boy.
You can go ahead and take your action, Johnny.
Let me see here. So they're like they're not like any high, like 5 feet higher, and
Height-wise, they're kind of attacking at a diagonal, so they're kind of above the parties in question. So I'd say, like, from the top of, like, Gil's head, we're looking at, like, maybe a couple feet, like, so that they're kind of coming at them from the top. I believe the Owlin landed, and so they're currently standing on that rocky portion. And for your purposes, John, you can move to any one of those 4 spaces, but don't stand in the center. Just shift to one of the 4 spaces. Please and thank you. And then
yeah, I wasn't sure how you wanted to do that.
no worries. So yeah, Johnny, you're up.
okay. It's gonna move 5, 10, 15. So let's see. I guess I could do just the good old make some fried chicken here.
Okay.
Do fire breath. Yeah. Roll it.
Yep.
7 and half if it's saved, that is.
Okay, so it looks like all 3 of them narrowly kind of move away from the flame. Some of their, like, side portions and their wings kind of glow hot for just a second, but it looks like they kind of moved, kind of spread apart and dodged the line of fire that shot directly at them.
Okay.
That would have been...
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to...
There's like a little, if you look at, when you select the token, there will be like a little extender at the top and like a square, which will allow you to kind of turn the token.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yep. Okay, so they all kind of avoid it and will take half.
Okay.
All right. Cindrix, anything else?
Just move. Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
That's it.
Scarin.
All right, he's going to kind of go over here and then try to make a running jump back over to this side now that he's seen that they're there.
Okay, so what you would propose is normally like something that would require a bit of balance due to the fact that your footfalls are slowed and your gravity is not like immediately falling one way or the other due to the magical effect of the chasm. It's very easy to run across this narrow beam. So you kind of move across, turn back, and jump, and you kind of glide neatly to the other place. For you to have done that, to get a 20-foot running start, for the jump to be successful, you would have needed to dash.
That's fine.
Yeah, because you would have had to move out 20, then back to 20 to jump.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because you need a 20-foot running start. It can't be like a U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and so you still have a bonus action.
Bonus action, huh? Uh, I don't have anything I can do.
Okay.
So that's
So,
yeah.
to be sure, 40, 50. You still have your speed's 30, right?
Yeah.
You still have 10 feet of movement if you want to go ahead and continue
Oh,
down.
and I'll catch Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay. Yeah, and you still have 10 feet of movement as well. So if you want to move anywhere.
So let's start moving that way.
Cool. Quiora, you are next. Again, it looks like the long distance problem. The closer problem has been neatly resolved due to owl running. But yeah,
Yeah. I'm going to move here. We'll run past Cindrix and slide into that square, and I will pew pew.
Okay.
One moment. Does a 16 hit the one closest to me?
Yeah. It does.
4.
Okay. A little bit of damage kind of causes the metal to glow hot a bit, but yeah, it doesn't knock it out of the sky or anything.
Are they does it seem like it took all of my fire?
So what it looks like, to be completely honest to you, it looks like they're immune to fire.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Being a metal worker, you understand that they are kind of hot forged creatures,
So that puts 3 of us at a big disadvantage to it.
yes.
So Queer will say, it looks like they're not taking any damage from the fire, so...
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alright, we are done. Sarah, you are up.
Is it possible? Can I throw any of these boards at them that I'm standing next to?
Yeah, so it'd be an improvised weapon. It would have a range of 20/60, and you'd basically be making an attack, unless you're proficient with improvised weapons, you'd be making an attack unproficient, which means you just roll a strength check to see if you hit it. But yeah, it's absolutely an option. It won't do as much damage as you're probably hoping, but it will hit it.
Can I do that recklessly?
So no, because it's a range attack.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, reckless is only for melee.
Okay.
Okay, so you pick up a board, you rush forward, and you hurl it at them.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. So when you do, just on the left side of your page, strength option over the top, just hit strength, and it should roll just a strength check. Yep. So when you throw the board, it kind of only goes out about like 10 feet, and what you realize is it actually kind of holds its position aloft for a duration, and seems to kind of like only slowly towards the end of your round start to fall out of distance. You're pretty sure that the way it's just kind of floating there, I mean, it's almost like it's like stable for a second.
Oh.
Do you do anything else on your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay here and wait.
Okay. Immediately after your turn concludes, the board falls, but not like super fast or anything, just out of view. All right, Sarah done. The birds go. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Each one flies towards you and attacks.
Oop, warding. Can I warding flare
Yes.
as a reaction?
Who are you going to warding flare? Which bird are you doing it to?
Oh, I can only do myself.
Oh, okay, cool. That's right, 6 levels when you get the.
Yeah.
Together. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Beaky, beaks, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so Sarah, I hit you once, miss once. Cindrix, I miss you both times.
Yeah.
And Quiora, I miss both times. So the only hit I get is against Quiora for 6 piercing damage.
Don't you mean Sarah for 6 piercing?
Did I say? Okay, sorry. Yeah, Sarah takes 6.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain obviously did a flip.
You're getting your beautiful babes mixed up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of beaks, I'm gonna just a lot of attacks against Gil.
Oh no, Gil.
Okay, that's bad.
Do I get to go take a nap now?
Let's see. Miss, crit,
Wait,
hit,
let me.
crit.
Wait, hold on. It's. Wait, I could probably do even 60 feet here.
No.
60 feet would be just this one, which would have been the first to attack.
Darn it.
And then continuing clockwise.
Shoot. Oh, sorry, Gil.
No worries. So, Gil.
You die. Okay.
You're gonna
I
take
hope not.
8
Bye.
damage from the first attack.
Oh god.
You're gonna take 4 damage from the second attack. You're gonna take 8 damage from the third attack. So 8 damage on the crit, 4 damage on the regular, 8 damage on the crit. And they peck the crap out of Gil, and parts of the sea elf kind of just, are kind of torn out, blood kind of dashing, and it's kind of this strange effect as they kind of pierce the blue flesh of the sea elf and kind of pull blood away. The blood kind of flies out and then kind of stops in the air, and then slowly starts to fall instead of just kind of dashing everywhere. It's quite creepy. But yeah, that's it for the birds. It goes to Gil. Ow.
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 So, yeah. Let's see. They don't happen to be meadow seagulls, do they?
No. They are raptors. So the closest kind of thing that it would represent for you would be a hawk.
Yeah.
Which seems in line with the theming of the place. 1 second here.
So I would like to disengage and try and jump back over here
Okay.
and run away.
What's your strength score?
It is 14.
Yeah, you're able to make it to the ledge. Then that's not a problem.
Alright, so that's 10. I can go 30. Can I just run up these stairs? What's up here?
Sure. So once you kind of stop at the steps and kind of look up them, before you run up them, you'll see that they lead up to a closed door. A very heavy stone door.
Shit.
Which you aren't sure whether it's locked or not, but even if it isn't locked, it is a heavy stone door, which you don't presume will be something.
No. And I can dash, right?
Well, you disengage, so no.
No.
If you have Expeditious Retreat as a spell, which is a fan favorite, you can use that as a bonus action to give yourself more move speed. But I don't know if that's what you took as a ranger. Okay.
No.
Food for thought, just in the future. It's a really good ranger spell. Okay. You bolt that
if
way.
we ever take a long rest.
Yeah. Okay, Gil, you rush away. Tommel.
I'm just gonna try and provide some support. Fire off at this.
Okay. Firebolt.
Is 14 to hit.
Don't work.
Yeah.
They
you
don't
watch,
work.
Oh, they don't
you watch
work.
it
Right,
hit it,
right, right.
You watch it kind of glow hot for a second.
That's
but
right.
No problem.
Kuyura
I
would have
can't do anything.
Kuyura would have shared it with. I mean, did share it with everyone. That
Zach the
they don't
player
work.
and Tommel the character are both
Weren't listening.
forgetful.
Okay. Cool.
Oh no.
I have no other way of doing damage. Unfortunately, there's nothing
Oh, boy.
Tommel can do to help.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I built this dungeon before your character, so I did not do this to counter you.
I just all I need is a long rest to switch out the cantrip,
Fair.
but we just haven't taken that.
I oftentimes will get the claim that I'm like meta Dupre when something I do looks like it's a direct counter for a party, but
You're like, no, you
I'm-
walked into my trap.
I'm honest. Like, I did not intend.
Yeah, Tommel is really not able to help much at all.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, fire off
Oh.
firebolts that don't do any damage and stand in the corner and hope you guys don't die.
Well, Tommel being done, it'll go down to Cindrix.
think you're saying is that is very problematic here. Man, immune to fire, eh?
Yeah.
I
Well,
got a dagger.
And they're also immune to one other damage type, but I'm pretty sure everybody can guess that one without an issue.
well, we
You
can't.
overestimate me, sir.
Poison. They're immune to poison.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
What? The darn! I can't use this one poison spell I have. Shoot. Well, it's gonna do Bathe in Light then on Yora, Sara, and Syndrix here.
Okay. So, Bathe in Light states that they gain a d4 that they roll whenever they take damage, and the
Yeah,
d4 will
and-
subtract it. I'm just mentioning for the people outside.
Okay.
Yep, it's a spell from the Gathering Magic books. Citrix, anything else?
Well, if I try to move out, it's gonna try to attack me. So, and
Yeah,
that
it
could
does have
break
range.
concentration.
Yeah, but you can shimmy left or right one step without causing it to smack you, because you still remain within its threat.
Yeah. I don't know if you know what. Why not? Move
Okay.
to the left one.
Stand close to Sara. Smart.
Yep.
Cindric's done. Scarin, you are up.
All right, I will. I'm gonna do wild shape and do a hippogriff.
Okay. Let me go ahead
Ooh.
and pull one. And can you
I
turn
bow.
Into flying, can you turn into flying creatures?
Hippogriff.
It's on the
You-
list.
Well, no. Even if it's on the list, you still have to.
I think it still has a restriction in the
Yeah,
wording.
druid. So druid has a restriction. Hold
But
on
what
a
if
second.
he is a flying creature, though?
That's fair, but even still.
But under the monstrous forms,
No, I
it's
understand
like
what
a
you're saying,
Yeah,
but it
but-
says you still have to follow the
Yeah.
rules for druid. It says these are added to the list. It doesn't say
Damn
that
it.
you can immediately just do them. So you can't turn into like higher challenge rating creatures. You still have to follow the rules there, and you also have to follow the rules regarding swim speeds and flight speeds.
Okay, let me double check then.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I'm trying to anyway. Druid.
So I do think that flying speed's like level 6. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's 8, honestly.
Is it 8?
I'm
Well,
pretty sure you get aquatic at 4, and
So fourth.
yeah, 8th level is flying speed.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Never mind.
beast
4th level, yeah.
Fourth, no flying speed, and at beast level 8, there's no requirements or no restrictions. So yeah, at after second level,
Yeah, I
or
missed by
after
by
fourth
by the
level
lead.
rather, you get to be able to swim. Sorry.
Well, never mind. That. What do now?
You can fly, but even still, you know that flight isn't terribly great in here, anyways. So
Well, it was more that they're kind of decent on the
I mean,
attack
because
side.
they're beefy. So what challenge rating can we hit right now? According to this?
1.
Okay, so I mean, which one do you already have in the barrel? Sea spawn?
I can do the sea spawn.
I mean, they're pretty beefy. But you could also do let's see.
Just
Yeah,
Death Dog.
my computer's not working too terribly great. Remember, you can also turn into regular animals too. Like,
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to.
yeah, I think brown bears are a challenge rating one. If you're going for hit point tank.
There's more something that can hit metal.
Okay.
But let's.
Oh, well, again, you haven't melee attacked these things, so we don't know if
Exactly.
they're resistant to normal damage or whatnot.
Let's do a brown bear. Let's go for it.
Okay. Brown bear it is. Go ahead and pull one.
In Mama.
Do you want to do that
It's not-
on? Do you want to do that on the bridge, or do you want to move off the bridge and then do it?
Let's do it about right here since they're heavy.
Well,
It's
I guess it wouldn't matter with the
Speed
gravity
heavy.
stuff, but
It's Mappa.
Oh, jeez.
And let's
That's-
see.
are they really at large?
Uh-huh.
They are large. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh man, yeah. They're big.
Have you seen a brown bear?
Well, yeah.
Awesome.
And you are John, so then I will give that to you. Now, so you have control of it. Place it where it would start. It has to share space with you, though. And then
Yeah,
don't,
right here's fine.
don't delete your token, just leave it where it is. We'll ignore it, but your initiative will remain on that token's count. And then I just gave you control of the brown bear. If you select the brown bear, hold shift, and then double click it, it'll bring up the character sheet.
Got it.
And you should be able to attack with it as well and edit it as well. Don't worry about the editing, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma stuff, because I mean, we know it's not the bear's stats, it's your stats that we use.
Right.
And I'll add that to your wild shape list. Okay, so that was
Thank you.
your movement of 10 feet so far. So with the bear being your new movement speed, you have a speed of, I think, 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can finish out that movement. Speed 40, actually. Speed 40.
Speed 40.
So you have 30 feet of movement. You rush past Queera, kind of around the back of her, coming to Cindrix's aid. Big Bear, what you do?
Bite claws.
Roar. Okay, so smashing it with your teeth, you feel that it doesn't seem to have as like structurally sound a position as you were expecting. Go ahead and give me the damage on that. Okay. And then, so as you bite it, you kind of feel it breaking apart in your mouth, and it kind of immediately kind of flutters its wings, kind of shoots away. You can see that parts of it are kind of falling out, and this red liquid is kind of dripping out slowly from it into the air. And then you just swipe at it with your claw. When you hit it, you just watch it break like a Tinker toy and just fly into like the distance, kind of like slowly cascading into the dark.
Sweet.
Cool.
That one will be unrecoverable. Okay, Scarin done. Queera up.
I will remember the flying thing.
And you can wild shape as a bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Queera.
Okay, we are gonna bonk.
That's right. Sentinel's basically Moon, just with different. You're gonna bonk. Pow pow.
Get it? No.
That'll miss. Okay, so because I have a strength of 0, strength score of 10, can I also jump across to this thing? Or
So
do you
you're a
think-
pretty calculating individual. So
Uh-huh.
you've seen movement. Gil is only a bit stronger than you, and you watched that he easily jumped 10 feet. You know that Scarin is about as strong as you when it comes to physicality, but he also has wings. You watched him with a running jump more than 15 feet.
Okay.
So again, seeing what you've seen, you think that you can normally, without the weird air effects, jump about 5 feet without a running start. So it might double your jump. It might not. You don't know for certain.
Let's try it. If I die, I die.
Okay, so because your strength is 10, you are able to jump 10 feet, but as you're jumping past it, the raptor will attack.
That's cool.
It will hit a 17, which I think misses.
That'll miss.
Yep.
You
So it
dick.
kind of bonks off the back of your armor, and you slam just kind of neatly onto the stone a distance away. Like on the corner here, more like, and then kind of walk across. Okay.
And I want to yell. I mean, not that they can think or anything or pay attention to things, but I want to be like, over here, you fucking fucks.
That bird does turn. I mean, it does turn and attack you in the back. And as you turn to face it, you can see it's kind of like shifting its wing direction, so it looks like it's kind of going to dart straight at you.
Okay. So I want these guys to come over here to do that.
Sarah.
They got a taste for Gil. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think I'm taste.
Oh, those ones don't care. Yeah, they definitely want to kill Gil.
I want to rage and then reckless attack this first one that's right in front of me.
Go for it.
Got him.
That'll hit. See the damage? Okay. So you raise the glaive up, kind of looking at it, and you just strike down directly onto its head. You watch as its head flies off, hits the ground in front of you. The body breaks in half. The wings kind of shoot out to the sides, and you kind of hear this froing sound as it continues to descend into the darkness.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So that was your attack. You still have movement if you'd like. And again, you just saw someone who you know is much weaker than you jump easily to the platform. No insult there, Vera. We know our strengths.
Okay, I will.
Sharing the platform with her might not be the best idea, but
No.
this one's good.
Yeah, that's the. I'm gonna jump to that platform.
Okay. And you have a strength of 18? Okay,
Yes.
so you're easily able to jump onto that. In fact, you almost overshoot it. You kind of like start pumping your arms to force yourself down and land on the thing. You very much feel that there is a larger difference in jumping distance. Normally you can jump like, long jump 10 feet without a running start, about 20 feet with a running start, but you felt like you could have gone 20 feet with that jump if you really wanted to. And another note, if you still have movement, you can technically jump another 10 feet this turn, so if you'd like to try for the next one, you can.
No, I think
Safe. Better
yeah.
safe than sorry. I understand.
Well, I don't have any more movement really. I only have like 5, I think, left. So
Perfectly acceptable. So you landing there, this one seems to kind of turn its head, its eyes flare red for a second, and then it shoots straight out at you. And then these two shoot straight for Gil. Okay. Let's rip apart the sea elf. 13 misses. 16?
Yup.
Okay, and then the other one, miss, and miss. So let's see if one will knock you. Pretty sure. Damage. 6 piercing.
Alright, you see Gil drop.
As they slam you down, their eyes, like, the last thing you see is their eyes kind of flaring kind of a greenish color. For you, Sarah, you watch Gil get pecked down, and then they turn their heads, like, full, like, 180 over the backs of their fluttering bodies. The eyes flare red, and then they quickly swoop so that they're coming back over the light of the space here. They move about. Other one's going to move a little bit further too. They got a speed of 60. So then whoosh whoosh. Looks like they're for some reason keyed and directed towards you. Okay. Gil, death saving throw.
How do I whisper it to you? Because I want to be sneaky about it.
So you would go up to the top right, click on the cog, and then there should be an option that says never whisper rolls. Change it to always whisper rolls, and then click on your save on the front page.
Y'all are sick.
No. Wait.
the suspense.
Where does it say
Oh,
that?
jeez.
Click the cog. Up in the top right, there's a box with a bunch of words. There should be words that say never whisper rolls and like a pull down. Change that pull down to always whisper rolls. You with me or no?
I clicked on the cog.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. And it just says display name, pop out windows.
Top right.
Are you talking about the sheet?
I already changed it. Go ahead and click your death saving throw.
Okay. Oh, of the sheet.
Yeah, top right.
Okay.
Okay. Gil's done. Tommel, you are up.
I'm just gonna heroically take the dodge action.
Okay, I'll give you a free Arcana check if you'd like.
Take it.
Oh, because isn't the head on the concrete over there? Where?
Yeah, but I think Tommel's mainly looking at this one that's kind of flying here. Yeah. You understand the mechanism of them. Not like Quiura would be able to if she were kind of just patiently keeping an eye on everything instead of being dashing, magical fist, and jumping. But since you're kind of tentatively kind of holding back and watching stuff, you kind of understand the mechanism of it. And what you realize is that these creatures, these constructs, you feel like are pulsing with a very familiar magic. Magic that is similar to the spell Summon Familiar. Take with that what you will. Cindrix, you're up. Ride the brown bear? It's a great idea.
Guess he's. Oh, it's gonna holy lance the one bird that's closest to him.
Okay.
This one here. So go.
That
Assuming 19 hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 radiant.
Okay. There's like a flash against the side of it. It does seem to damage it. Its attention immediately shifts from Quiura towards you for a second, and then shifts back to Quira.
Okay.
Seems
The
like
next
there's-
person gets a +2 to the attack roll too. If they hit it. That's...
For you, Quira, as you kind of look to the ones that are now flying towards Sarah and look back to the one that's kind of engaging you, you realize that there seems to be a priority happening here. Like there seems to be kind of like a designated order, and your presumption is that being out here is what activated them in the first place, so that's their first target. Cindric's done. Scarin, you're up.
Oh wait, no, I was gonna move.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna. Can I move in that space?
No, you cannot
Bear and
share
bear? No.
space with the bear unless you are mounting the bear, and mounting the bear requires half of your
It's-
speed. I wasn't
okay.
joking. You can seriously mount the bear.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, good to know.
Yes, I did mean
10,
find familiar. I am a stupid dum dum.
20, 25, 30. Okay. The tallest movement.
Okay. No bear mounting. That's that. Queer
Oh, wait.
You're
Oh,
skipping.
Sorry.
there.
Bear. Everybody will have it happen to them once before we end this game. I promise. What are you? Oh, you're moving over and attacking. Okay, so I need you to riddle me this, riddle me that. How would you say you're attacking it? Is it claws first and then bite? And are you doing so in a fashion to knock it into the chasm?
Not really. Maybe I'd say bite first and like kind of do like a thing, and
Gotta
then
Rip it apart.
beat
with
it on the
claws.
ground with. Yeah.
So bite, throw down, and then smash. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. So that being the case, I'll say it dies here. So one of their bodies is salvaged. Queera, you are now up. I almost did it again, by the way.
And I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. So
You can actually
is this
move
15?
forward
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
then jump from there.
Okay.
And that'd be 10, and you'd be fine. You'd kind of float across and kind of land on that position.
And then can I ready an action to attack any bird that comes within my?
Absolutely. You'll
Okay.
notice that the one that, as the two that are kind of flying towards you, the one on what would be your right, the rightmost one, kind of its eyes flare red again, and it kind of moves its head to kind of poke towards you.
Okay.
Queera done. Sarah, you're up.
Okay. I want to attack this one in front of me recklessly.
25 will hit. Alright. Really close to killing it in one go. It's what we call a chatting, by the way. When you hit it and only
You
remain
chatted it.
one hit point.
Oh.
Well,
Darn.
can I bonus action pull
Smack
on
it with a
that?
pole, you betcha. So you kind of smash down, and as you kind of see it kind of struggling to flutter up, you kind of drop down to a knee, spin around, and then shoot the shaft of the pole up, kind of hitting it like a cue ball, and it just kind of flies off into the darkness.
Gotta love Polar Master, the anti-chat beat.
She really said,
I'm-
"Chat who?"
I'm genuinely surprised. I'm genuinely surprised Chad never took that feat.
Right?
Then
It
you
would
would've
have
chatted.
solved so many problems.
Whoosh. Whoosh. I will pack them both to death, I think. Of course they will die. Of course. I get advantage against Sarah. 19 will hit. I don't think a 16. A 16 does hit. Okay, cool. So then both of these will hit. You're taking half damage because it's piercing. So
And the D4 reduce damage too.
Oh, right. Sorry. So for the first damage, go ahead and roll a d4, Kimmy. Reductions happen first, then resistances. So
Aw.
5 reduces down to 4, 4 halves to 2. So you take 2 from the first attack, and then roll another d4. So 7
Hey.
reduces down to 4, 4 resistances down to 2. So another 2 damage on you. As the light that you're bathed in seems to kind of resist the damage incoming.
Woo.
The raptors are done. It'll go to Gil, death saving throw. Should be still keyed to throw to me. Okay. Tommel, you are up. Zach?
I think Zach may have slipped away.
Oh. Okay.
No, I just don't
Oh,
know what
just
to
kidding.
do with that new knowledge. I've been reading this spell, and I think it just is character knowledge for later. I'm gonna take the dodge action again. I don't think I can act on it. I'm sorry.
Do you want... I mean, you do see that your ally on the opposite side, I mean, was knocked over and is dying.
I know, but I don't think Tommel has a way to get to
You
him.
jump, and you've watched people jump to a point where you understand the
I have a
jumping
strength
thing.
of 9.
Yeah, which means you can jump a total of 10 feet. And if you have a running jump,
I thought
you
it
can jump
was
20, but you also have a rabbit ability that says you can jump insane, right?
No, I can only jump once.
What does it say?
That rabbit. I'll show you. As a bonus action, you can jump equal
Long
to
rest.
5 times. Yep, twice
Oh,
per long
what?
rest.
You already
I get a
used it.
bonus. Yeah, and I used it once, so I
Oh,
have one single use of it, and it's only 10 feet.
I will say this, with everything you've seen, this point right here, you're certain you can jump across from. And land on the northern
I can't
side.
see that far, so Tommel in character
Well,
wouldn't know that.
No,
We
yeah,
have
he
light.
would,
Tommel
because you
can
did-
only-
Hold on. You did go up that way with Scarin and then retreat back, so you do know that that point exists.
Did we?
Yep. You came all the way up to here.
You went all the way up
Oh
here,
yeah,
bud.
that's right. That's right. Okay, I guess I can start running that way.
Okay. Yeah, so take the dash
That's-
action and whoosh. And if you have expeditious
15,
retreat,
20.
get there even faster.
I don't.
Alright. Folks, you're sleeping on this expeditious retreat. I'm trying to tell you, it's a great spell. Perfect. Cindrix.
Well, I guess he's gonna follow Tommel. He's gonna
Again,
dash.
Quick note, I just want to make sure you understand. Queera strength is 10. What's your strength? Also 10, probably?
Oh, 10. Yeah,
Yes.
also 10.
So again, you know that your strength is about the same as Queera's, and you're watching Queera jump from point to point. So this doesn't seem like it's going to be something that's like insanely difficult, especially since you can kind of move onto the bear and jump off of them and probably go further.
Yeah, true. But if I climb onto the
I mean,
bear, it's
I
gonna
am,
cost half.
I'm stepladder.
You're not mounting the bear; you're jumping up onto the bear. So it's just 2 spaces of movement to move up it. Then you can
Okay.
go 20 feet.
Yeah. So I do that. Do there.
And so, are you kind of jumping towards this one here?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Could I, for my action, do a little guidance? Help out? Or is
Well,
that a
yeah.
little too late?
So you can. That's fine. But I don't think you can guidance yourself.
No? Oh.
Pretty sure.
Hold on. Me.
Maybe.
I think it says touch one willing creature
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I
once
guess
before in this spell.
you're-
So
oh,
you're gonna
willing.
touch yourself?
Are you willing though?
Am I willing?
Did you give consent?
Oh no.
Oh my
Pop
god.
up
Kinda
onto the
weird
bear
now.
and say, "Dear Salon, please let me make this
Please, sir.
jump."
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an
Ew.
athletics check.
Okay.
Okay. With that
Okay.
check, go ahead and roll a d4 as well.
Yep. Oh!
Yeah. With
let's
that
go!
check, you immediately jump and you realize that you are not going to land on the platform you were shooting for because you very quickly overshoot it. Unfortunately, that means that you continue on and then you land here.
Holy
It
shit.
Seems
Oh,
like
okay.
oh, that's the bear
So
I'm
I-
thinking.
So like right there.
Yep.
Oh. He's surprised at that. He's
you-
gonna.
Have any other actions you want to take? Bonus action, I think, is all you have left.
I have no spell slots left.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I think that's the end of it.
Cindrix
It is.
is done. Scarin, you're up.
Right, so I'm going to do, once I find my sheet, there it is. Shifting wild shape.
Let you change your shape.
Yeah, so I'll go to a direwolf.
Okay. This is your action to do so. And I'll get you a dire wolf here in a second. Just use that token, they're the same size.
Yep. So we go
They got a speed of 50,
50.
if I remember correctly. Yep.
Yep. I'll just say it's a very big wolf.
No, they're
Oh
no,
God.
they are. Like I don't know why people think that direwolves are small.
I always forget
They're big. They're big.
the big boys.
All right, let's get
People
rid of
always think that wolves are small.
the bear, and then
Yeah, but
because you're shifting, you should shift it. Yeah, that you should have shifted at a point where you would have actually shifted an angle, because you don't have to. When you shift wild forms, it doesn't have to maintain the same space. You have to go 5 feet, so you're good.
Okay.
The bridge definitely doesn't seem to hold your weight very well. It does seem to have kind of a ricketiness to it as you're moving across it. It doesn't break or anything yet, but it definitely does feel like it's not
its way.
structurally sound. Queera?
Yes. 26. That's a crit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, did you throw your ready action against it?
I know. Can this be it?
Let's see it. Yeah, let's do that. And this is thunder damage, you said?
Yeah.
It would have been knocked out of the sky when it
What
moved
is this
up to you.
for from? Oh, that's my crit.
Crit damage, yeah.
The 12?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's thunder, so it's actually
Oh, it doesn't like thunder because it's a
it's
construct.
vulnerable.
Stop, hey.
They shake apart.
Shaken chicken.
And so your turn starts, so you have your action, bonus action, everything. That would have happened as a reaction in between.
I don't see any more of these birds. Is that
There's
all of
one
them?
fighting Sarah, but Sarah will probably handle it.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you like to
So I jump here.
do? That's 5 feet.
Can I jump again?
Yeah.
I think, and then that'll be the.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. You still could jump 5, 10.
As like a dash?
Well, just as your 30-foot movement, you can land on this south end here.
And then still have dash?
Yeah, because you're at 15 feet right now, so you
Jesus
can get there.
criminy.
So if you want to action dash, you could.
Okay, we dash.
Okay, and then you could easily get to Gil, no problem. Gil looks very, very bad. Like, literally on death's door. You have a bonus action?
That's. I do not.
Well, I'm just saying, all you have left is a bonus action.
Right, and I don't have
Yep.
anything to use.
Sarah,
Uh,
reckless bonk.
yes, reckless attack.
Hit. It is still floating.
Okay.
Spin around, full arm.
Get him.
Hit. And that'll kill it.
Classic.
Alright, that's the last of the birds, but we're still going to be moving on initiative order due to the fact that we have a dying party member. Sarah, done. It'll go to Gil. Go ahead and death saving throw.
Oh, can I move first? Can I still move?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
How?
So you have an 18 strength, so you can jump 20 feet.
So I can jump here?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Done, Gil. Tommel. Whoosh.
Ash. Yep.
That it?
Yeah.
Cindrix?
It's gonna dash. It's gonna.
So you feel like you can jump here and then there, but because of jump limitations, actually you could make it to this ledge here.
Okay, it's gonna move there. That'll be.
That'd be it.
You said dash. I can move 60. Can I get to Gil?
It's not so much about moving 60. It's about yeah, you can get to Gil because you could move at the end. That's fine. You'll be
Okay,
adjacent as
then. Then bonus action. He's gonna try to stabilize Gil
Stabilize
with the.
is a bonus action for you.
No, on the medicine since
Oh, you
the
have a
skill
killer's
tricks. Oh no, I do not. It's just
Oh,
combat medic. You
gotcha,
can take
gotcha.
this. Yeah.
I remember now. I wrote it. Yep. So go ahead and make a medicine roll.
Okay. Do I still have the guidance since it's a 1 minute concentration, or
It's
is it
on the
like
next
one
roll.
time thing? The next. Okay. So. Okay. Just what? Medicine here. Boom.
Perfection. So
Hey.
you see that there's pretty severe wounds, Queera, and you're kind of like looking at Gil in a panic. You then watch as Sindrix rushes forward, like jumping in the air as he's doing it, like, you know, putting away his weapon, kind of, you know, getting some thing ready, and then kind of lands on there, kind of power slides on his knees, and then just starts throwing down stuff to kind of patch the wounds that he knows and can see are the most serious. And literally, like, you can feel the blood like coming out of the chest. You can feel the heartbeat kind of waning. And so you kind of immediately kind of put pressure there, and you can feel the heartbeat slowly start to kind of get a bit more strength to it as you staunch the bleeding. It looks like genuinely Gil was literally on death's door. Like, with that medicine check, you know that he failed 2 death saving throws.
Oh no!
And was literally about to die.
Oh goodness! Good. Okay.
I'll go ahead and remove
Crisis
all the
averted.
turns. Oh, that was almost really bad.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, man! Those birds throw hands. I mean,
I was about to go
talons.
take a nap.
Oh,
Oh, so
Jeez.
Zach, on that, it rounds up to the nearest 5. So, and then in here in this weird space, like, you know, on a running jump, you're doubling it. On a regular jump, you're doubling it. Because I hate typing. All right. That said, I'll go ahead and kill the combat music, and we'll move on to the aftermath. Again, since we have Sarah already on the platform with the important product, I'll go ahead and start with Kimmy. What would you like to do while you're over there?
Honestly, I would have jumped across to Gil because
Okay. Well, I mean, you would see, like, as you're kind of there and getting ready to jump, you can see that it looks like Queera's face is like,
Gil's fine.
like a, oh my god, and you can see Sindrix kind of like, yeah, just gotta hold pressure
Yes,
here,
yes.
and kind of raising his hand up, giving like a thumbs up to everybody.
then I would turn around and look at everything that's on this platform.
The treasure chest is identical to the treasure chest you found in the pool with the Myrmidon. It has the silver lock, the face on it, with like the hands off to the side, exactly identical to that chest.
It needs a key.
Needs a silver key.
Queera, it needs a key.
I
Did you find a
don't,
key?
I don't
Oh, I
remember
have
what was
one.
the key.
I have one.
He raises his hands up and
One
says, I
hand.
have one, and then he goes, oh, and then he puts his hand back.
Yeah. So
The key is like covered in Gil's fluids.
Good.
Queera would grab it and bring it to
Okay. Couple hops and a skips, and you kind of make it
Yeah.
over to Zara, and
Sarah. Yeah.
you will unlock it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Is that all that's on the platform? Is just the
There are
treasure?
2 kind of burning braziers, which are kind of lighting up the space.
Oh, okay.
They are burning without smoke, and you also realize that you're standing so close to them, they're burning without heat. They appear to be continual flame. All right. So that being said, you open up this treasure chest, and inside you find. Sorry, bear with me here. Gotta go to my notes.
Looks like we need to keep that key.
All right. So setting inside of this chest are 2 things that look like they were kind of neatly placed inside, and kind of for the purpose of kind of being held. There's a set of armor that appears to have a very similar motif to the raptors that you just destroyed, kind of like a darkened metal that seems to be kind of like wrought iron, and kind of like a bird-like shape to it. Queera, looking down at it as an artificer and a historian, you know immediately that this is kind of some of the first iron armor and iron, like, you know, implements that were kind of utilized. Iron had its start in kind of older traditions as a defensive mechanism because creating blades out of it was harder, creating plates out of it was easier, and that's what this looks like. And based on the markings along the kind of raven motif, it does appear that this is in some way imbued with older magic.
Okay.
The other item that is seated inside of this space as well appears to be a very neat looking short sword. The short sword in question looks like the blade has been patterned in a way to look like the blade is, it has 2 points. The best way I can kind of describe it is like there's like a shadowing at the bottom of the blade, the base of the blade, that makes it look like the sharp end is there as well. And then the cross guard of the short sword, not very massive, appears to be a very old styling kind of Ordris dragon pattern, kind of like an old style dragon's face. So it almost looks like this weird double blade is kind of shooting down into the dragon's mouth, and the pommel, the hand grip, is the dragon.
Does it detect?
So if you're detecting magic, both items detect magic.
Okay.
It is a short sword and a suit of. Let me double check the armor. Splint.
Can I use my magic appraisal skill trick?
Yes. And that just tells you if it's magical or not, right?
Well, it says I can determine the item is magical and its rarity.
Sure. Both are rare.
Okay.
And to confirm, the armor set is actually medium armor. Apologies. All right. Tommel, if you kind of see that, Gil's okay, you can wander back to the broken bird. You can, do something on this side, whatever you want.
So the bird broke into pieces. It didn't dissipate magically. Interesting.
Yeah, and if you go back over and check it out, go ahead and give me one more Arcana check, this time with the bird in hand.
Before I do that, as I'm inspecting it, can I walk over to Syndrix and ask for a little guidance?
Yeah,
as I'm trying to inspect this.
By the time you walk down and then walk back up, Syndrix has like a binding around Gil, so that Gil is not like requiring pressure, and Gil's bandaged up. So when you get back, Syndrix is kind of like wiping his hands clean of the Gilness, and Gil's in a steady and kind of stable position. So when you get over there and are like, I want to check this out, and guidance is fine. So roll it with
Silent Guile.
D4.
Arcana plus D4.
Awesome. Anybody want to spend inspiration?
I don't got inspiration.
Does anybody?
I don't think we have it.
Oh, never mind. That was.
I'm going to be extremely nice and just say that you had it for this. Because I want it. I just figured you weren't going to roll abysmally. So the Anvilwrought Raptor that you have in your hands, with these tools, or these pieces, you or anyone you know who can cast the spell Find Familiar can instead summon this.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take those pieces.
Sure.
Can I take multiple? We have multiple birds on the ground.
No, just the one. All the other ones fell into darkness. There's a head.
All the other ones.
Yeah, there's a head
darkness.
of one, but yeah, the only one that you have that's completely in pieces is the one that Scaran bit and then tore apart.
Got it. But yeah, I definitely want that one for sure.
So yeah, when you use, the other thing you would note is that because this is a greater familiar that you're adding to your familiar list, the telepathic bond is actually greater. So while you are bonded to it, instead of it being 100 feet that you can see through its eyes, it's now a mile.
Oh.
All right.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So obviously Gil is disabused of being able to do anything. There is no longer that as an option. So what would you like to do? Obviously you have a dire wolf that you can just throw Gil onto to move. Gil?
Yeah, I'm out of potions and I'm out of spell slots, so.
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, and
Could I
Watch it.
carry Gil on my back?
You got a big ass wolf. You can just throw it on that.
Oh, true.
But yeah, you could. But
And
again,
nobody's got potions.
No, you gotta carry him like a baby.
woof.
That is
Aw.
not Topple's job.
Oh,
Carry like a wolf baby. Just grab
Okay.
Gil by the back of the neck and just
yeah.
It just
Aw.
picks Gil up by the scruff.
carry
Like
him.
Drag him
dangling
around.
unconscious from the maw of this fucking wolf.
I love that.
Right. And the wolf's just looking like, what?
They come
That's your
out
baby.
and like
That's your baby now.
the bandits are like, what the fuck?
So yeah, if you're coming out the way you came, great. Or do you want to check out the door that's here?
Let's use the wolf to open the door.
Can we?
I do not say because I am unconscious.
Okay. Oh, Gil's still unconscious.
I would like for Gil to, recover before we continue exploration.
Well, again, you
I
can
agree.
just peek in the door. It might be somewhere you might find beneficial instead of it being a negative spot.
Just throw him in, see what happens.
I do have a potion of healing if we do want to get Gil on his feet and adventuring with us again, but that's there. Or we could open the door, and if we need Gil, oh shit.
Just-
Yeah.
What if there's a lever or a hole to stick your hand in? What are you gonna do?
You need Gil.
True. We need Gil's expertise.
We can wait an hour.
So, does anybody want to push the door open and check it, or no?
Yeah, Quiora will do it.
Okay. So if you do so and you push through, you see that the steps continue upwards. But once you make it up and through, there's kind of a smell of fire, like burning, that's happened in the
no.
space. And looking in the space, you see a dead body laying in front of an idol station, and you see a door on the opposite side. From the description that the bandits gave, this room clearly resembles the room that they rushed out of, with the cool guy being on fire. When you first met them. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah,
I-
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I think it was Alnoth who was burned up and they said they lost another member. So that other member appears to be here. And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember.
Based on the description, this room only activates if you try to touch that idol, whatever it does, whatever it
And
is.
then it goes out to there's like an exit
Yeah.
out to the
So-
courtyard.
The door on the opposite side, if you kind of walk towards the other side, you'll see it. And I assume you would have to kind of walk around to see like the statue's other side, the dead body. You would see the door there, and yeah, you'd be clear to kind of move toward that door and exit it. And if you do, you are in the exterior once again.
Well,
All right. What?
Doing
I'm
that?
sorry, go
Maybe
ahead, Kimmy.
maybe it's a good thing Gil is unconscious. Then Gil won't
Yeah,
trigger
because you
the
would
trap.
touch it.
That is a very good
True.
point. Hey, everybody. It seems like this is a good place for us to exit. Circle.
Okay, so if you all do so, obviously you won't be a dire wolf, but just imagine you are. But I'm going to move you back to the exterior of the cenotaph, and there you are. You pop out of this door here, kind of start walking out. You immediately see the bandits like draw weapons and kind of like look in that direction as the door is opening. And as you're kind of coming out, they realize who it is, and they just kind of.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Just
How is Gil being carried? Is Sarah carrying him like a dead bride, or is the wolf just like carrying him in his mouth?
The wolf is carrying you in its mouth.
Right.
Okay.
Much more fun.
It's later.
I think you need to roll for psychological damage.
It's a bit later than you folks remember. It's actually closer to evening time because you rested, had a short rest down there, and did quite a bit of exploring. So it's a bit more dark, and you see the bandits kind of looking to you, and she says, "Good, great, wonderful. Glad you made it back, and thank you again. We've been able to connect with Cobble on the other side, so." Your presence here has been greatly appreciated. holy
That's
shit.
why they send us.
Holy shit, is he okay? She says as she points to the dead sea elf on the back of your
They
dial.
don't call us the Special Expeditions crew for nothing, you know.
If you take
Yes, he's okay.
if you take the time to kind of get situated, one of the bandits will kind of pull out a healer's kit and kind of utilize it a little bit. Not really doing anything special, but will, in the end of it, kind of like, since Cindrix is probably maintaining kind of a level of continuity of care, if you will, we'll kind of see that, and then this guy will go, you could probably use it better than I can, and hand you the healer's kit. So add one
Don't say continuity of care,
healer's kit to your
please.
sheet.
Oh my god, I fucking hate that shit.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
using the lingo.
Ooh.
Triggered!
Magpie triggered.
It's
Shiso
still
triggered.
It's still raining, but it's dark out. Not like, well, it's darker than it was, but you could tell it's kind of like evening time, not so much like, you know, the dark of night. So if you'd like to take your long rest here, again, this is a safe position.
Before the long rest, can I cast Identify twice on those two,
Yeah.
the sword and the armor?
The armor is a +1 suit of half plate, and the sword is a Dragon Slayer short sword.
Both
Ooh.
super useful for the wizard. I'll take them.
Tom was like,
Wait a second.
popping out the top.
Ever since I drew your
The
character, I have wanted to draw a Harrigan knight, like just
yeah.
a bunny rabbit riding like, I don't know, something goofy as a mount with like a lance.
Giant snail.
I'm trying to think of what it would be, like a big duck, maybe. Like that sounds pretty
A
good, right?
dog. I don't like
I
that.
can't think of a or
Oh.
a cat,
I think
like a
I'm
cat
traumatized.
breed.
Yeah.
A dopey-looking dog. I don't know. There's a lot of options here. The
Or giant
adorability-
weasel.
Yeah, yeah.
A weasel.
Yeah.
Like a ferret.
A dire badger.
Own a bear.
Still a ferret.
What was the armor? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
+1 half
Plus,
plate.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh, +1 half plate.
Plus.
So medium armor, I believe, can be utilized by the ranger, the cleric, and the barbarian. If the barbarian uses it, your armor class will shift to Dex plus. It results in the math for the armor instead of your normal math for unarmored. And then Cindrix, you're proficient with medium armor. What I will say is, whoever has like a 14 or higher dexterity score will probably benefit from this specific armor the best, because medium armor grants you up to 2 points of your dexterity to your armor class. So it's a 16 plus your dex to a maximum of 2.
I
We
have a
probably
16.
need to put that on our
Just
poor
put that on Gil.
hunter.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
after he's been pecked to death, basically.
He's literally missing chunks.
Remember that time you almost died? Here, wear this. It looks exactly like it.
It's dangerous out there. Here, take this. Oh my god.
PTSD from birds.
Honestly,
Little
though,
bit.
I think he would enjoy that.
Fair.
Wearing the
As a
thing that
reminder.
almost killed him.
As a reminder, don't fuck with the birds.
To the victors or the spoils. So
More like, bitch, you can't kill me.
Also fair.
I'll come back and wear you.
I want to say that when we came back to camp, that when we arrived, that the assistants would rush us, and that Daldrun would be all over Tommel, like, what do you need? Because he's probably missed his cooking for the past 24 hours.
Bandits aren't nearly as good, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just had poor cooking. He's like, peasant food.
I didn't eat one fucking lunch without you. God damn it.
Right? I almost died.
Oled will report that they've been most courteous and have kind of given them everything they've requested, and have been very kind. Suyomira has that tent set up for the entire party to sleep in the tent if necessary, even though the space doesn't look like it could afford that. She somehow has made it so that everybody's bedroll can fit perfectly.
like in reality TV when all the beds are pushed together.
Yeah. It's like a perfect spacing by Suyomira on her part. Almost as she spent at least 2, maybe 3 hours kind of working on getting the tent set up for this rest. But yeah, if nobody has any kind of thing they want to do before the long rest, we can go ahead and get to that. It'll be kind of a bit awkward for people watching because there might be leveling in the middle of the session, but we'll go ahead and do it if you want.
I'm okay with that.
That's one for a long rest. Who else?
Long rest.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just got to add the birds to my math here real quick.
Gil really needs it.
Or damn birds.
So keeping in mind, this is experience for sessions 1 through current. So for those who are listening at home, it may sound like a very large number, but keep that in mind. So it is going to be 7,750 experience per person. I will
What?
say that the larger portion of that experience that's being granted there was the Myrmidon, which was a challenge rating 10. So,
You said 7,000.
750 per person.
Cool.
You have done quite a lot without taking a rest. So there were the goblins, and there were the goblins, the traps. Also, so like genuinely, this is the way I love to experience D&D. When people are a bit more kind of like, you know, focused on their resources and are not like, you know, hugging camps. It's my favorite. But yeah, I think that should probably level a couple of you, right?
Yeah. And what
Levels.
was that armor?
Double checking HP rules on the level up.
So that's great. Let's go ahead and decide what we're going to do since this is the first level up we've had. I
Thank
have
you.
2 methods for HP. You get to choose as a group which one we're going to utilize. Option 1 is what I consider the boring method. It's average, or what the player's handbook assigns as average, which is half plus 1 of the dice. Option 2 is dynamic. You will roll the dice, but if you do not like the result of your roll, you can then put it to me, and I will roll a dice. Whatever I roll, you keep. Which of those two okay, option 2 for John. It's 1 vote for 2.
Oh, I always vote 2. You know me, John.
2 for 2.
I'm all for rolling.
Hell yeah,
Same.
let's go chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 for
Option
chaos.
2.
Okay, cool. Sounds like that's gonna
Okay.
And what
democratize
was
it.
what was the
Unless anyone wants to argue
armor
for...
again?
Oh, it's plus 1 half plate.
And the dagger is the
Short sword is a
Short sword.
dragon slayer short sword.
oh.
It'd be kind of weird if you had that.
Yeah, just a bit.
So
Oof.
it won't do anything against you because you're not technically a dragon. Your type is not dragon, but
Oh, yeah, but for like, you know.
it definitely does have a certain kind of radiant, like, I'd say odor is probably the best way to define it. That's kind of like anathema to you. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, no thanks.
I'm gonna take your roll when you can,
okay.
John.
Okay.
What did you?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, you're a D8. Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm a D8. Sorry.
Oh my God! Why are my dice not next to me? Hold on.
Oh.
Don't fall! Don't you fall! Don't pay attention to anything behind the screen. Sometimes the curtain gets stuck behind the wheels. Dice. D8. I got a 4. Anybody else need rolls?
Take it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need one in a sec once I get to my another level.
Okay. Move it on, cat. Move it on. Get your butt out of the screen. Just let me know when you need the rolls, folks. D6, D10, D8. I don't think I need anybody. Oh, D12, barbarian.
Wait, we're at level 5, right?
I don't know what level you're at.
Oh, it depends for some other
Yeah.
people, depending on stuff they took.
So it should be 2,700 minus your benefits plus 7,750.
All right.
Yeah, 5 sessions before they long rested. I mean,
I almost always take the rolls.
I'm
So
pretty
I mean,
sure
the
it's like-
average
7 encounters
is that. I don't know what that means.
plus traps. Oh, I was just commenting. Someone in the chat had mentioned, y'all got a long rest more, babes. And I was like, yeah, no, they did great. I'm actually really appreciative of the drive that this team has. Push.
Don't get. No, I'll
Fighting.
take a reroll. Why not? We gamble.
Okay, so you're D8s, right?
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Yes! Let's go! Okay, sorry.
And then, who else needs rolls?
I'm
I
not
rolled
there
a
yet.
6. I'm okay.
Yeah, 6 is pretty good. Baby cat. I know, you love dice. I know.
So on the thing, if it says like HP, do I just press 8?
Do you see his stare? He's just looking at the dice like, oh, fucking eat those dice. I can't wait to get the dice.
Oh.
Why do you get out the real dice, bro? I need them dice. I gotta eat the dice.
What's his or her name?
Oh, that's
Can I-
Shiro.
Can I get a
Sure.
reroll,
He
John?
is a poop butt.
Yeah, I need
D12.
one too, John.
D12, I got a 12. Damn, okay, people.
Oh, let's go!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you said?
sorry, let's go.
Yeah.
I got an 8. I'm
Hell.
rolling on.
Jeez.
Yeah.
John, you're the man!
It's pretty good so far. Wait until it shifts and goes back to bottom town.
Yeah.
Do I want to add to my intelligence?
Or
Like,
take a
maybe
peek.
don't. Or.
May I suggest for your character Dungeon Delver? If you
Already
don't
have it.
Oh, you already have it. Okay, cool. Let me think of another one. You're an elf, right?
Yeah.
Elven accuracy is always pretty good. I know that's a swear by for Elizabeth. You choose dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, max, or put it +1.
Oh,
Whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, you can re-roll one of the dice once. So if you have advantage, instead of rolling 2 dice, you roll 3 dice, effectively.
Hmm.
I'm suffering from choice paralysis here.
Same.
I mean, the 20 wisdom is pretty neat, though.
20 wisdom would be really insane for a cleric, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's just too...
Your healing
I
is
have
minimum
20 wisdom.
6.
But beats, though, are fun, though.
Yeah. True. Well, for a cleric, what feat are you thinking? Are you in, what kind of armor are you in?
Armor?
Yeah.
Scale mail right now.
Okay. And can you do heavy armor or no?
No, I cannot,
Okay.
unfortunately.
That's not. I was gonna say, Magpie, another option, one that a lot of folks don't look at, but medium armor master is pretty good if you plan on being in medium armor a lot. Instead of being a maximum of +2 of your dex going to your AC, it's +3. So effectively, your armor class will go up by 1. And if you have disadvantage for stealth checks because of your armor, ignore that.
Yes, I want that one.
Medium armor master. Go ahead and look at it. That's in the compendium there.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, Cindric, since we're fire focused, I'm trying to think of some stuff from that dragon book, but I can't, for the life of me, remember anything from that book because it's so. It happened, and then like a lot of stuff happened after it. I was like, okay. I know there's stuff in there that's cool. Draconic senses. No, it's a draconic gift. Never mind. The feats in that are
okay.
weird.
Scaled toughness seems pretty cool.
Let me see. If
Oh,
there's
that's a
one.
gift too. No,
Yeah.
that's a gift. Oh,
Gift feats are weird. They're kind of like something that's given by the DM due to draconic nonsense. I remember now. That's later.
I'll just take the 20 wisdom score.
Okay.
Why not?
And does it automatically adjust my armor class?
If you put it there, it should. I'll double check
Okay.
and make sure.
Alright. It's just saving right now.
Gotcha.
You know my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I also get an extra cantrip. This. Oh my.
Do you have
Hold
spare
on.
the dime?
I
Yeah, maybe do that.
If you don't have it, I would suggest it. It's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Spare me.
Spare the guild.
not True Strike.
Spare the
True
guild.
Strike is not good.
No. Oh.
I'm not a fan of True Strike. So True Strike is an action, and it's only advantage for you. So it's not, in my opinion, very great.
Yeah, I could look through your book real quick to see
That's
what
also
you got.
a thing you can do. I'm trying to think of some of my own spells that are cleric based that are good, but nothing off the top.
Okay, but Gijo, tell me you didn't start singing that song in your head when you said "in the dark of the night" and started describing things.
I may have.
Okay.
That's like the best song.
It
from
is.
Anastasia.
Did you apply changes?
Ooh. I almost started singing it, but I
Who are
didn't
you
want to
talking to?
derail.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Magpie. It doesn't look like every time I
Did I what?
Is it currently?
It's literally loading.
Oh, okay.
It's just doing its own thing, I guess.
Silliness.
Mm.
And then Tommel, if you level twice, it's going to be a total of 4 spells for you. You know the drill.
It's actually more.
Ooh.
6 because of Universal. Yeah, I forgot.
I only leveled once though.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Actually, did I level twice? What's the XP for level?
7750. So.
Oh,
In the dark of the night.
I just then it's gonna take me a minute. I got a lot of spells to figure out. You have so many spells in your fucking books.
You were 4th level to start, right? You didn't drop any.
I was 3rd level to start.
Oh.
I was at 1200.
Yeah, so you should be 5th level now.
Yeah, I'm
I
still
said
working
5th.
through my 4th level spells.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could get Blazing Brand though.
Blazing Brand's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fitting. Might take that.
That's the one that lets you use your wisdom as your attack score, right?
Yeah, and the weapon does fire damage instead of the normal damage.
It's like Shillelagh, but for clerics.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Makes sense.
Type that in.
And then
Okay.
Queera, anything special from you that I need to
Extra
know?
attack.
Oh yeah, 5th level.
I'm so happy.
Armor.
Ooh.
Same for the Barbarian.
Oh,
Same
sweet
for the
baby
Ranger.
Jesus.
Twins.
Punchies.
If I can ever get to 5th level, this thing is taking for 100 years.
You're
I-
doomed to be a child. Gil.
Forever!
Or baby.
Permanent baby.
I think it died. It hasn't moved in like...
Okay, hold on.
I rolled a 6 for my hit points. I was at 32.
Would it be weird to take Dark Ritual for Tommel?
What is that?
Define
Oh.
weird.
John knows what it
I
is.
know what it is. It's spelled
And you know what the cost is.
I want to know what it is. What is it?
Yeah.
It's 2nd level necromancy where you can spend 10 minutes consuming the heart of a humanoid killed within the past 24 hours to convert that life essence into spell slots.
Pardon me? Assume someone's heart?
Just a little bunny just carving out the hearts.
It's like when a bunny
Yes.
eats
Magic
strawberries.
missile.
And it has
Yes.
its little
Oh my
face is full of
There was a
like
movie
red juice.
where they had it's like Night of the Lepus or something like that. It's got DeForest Kelly in it, and like it's about like bunnies that grew like extra large and like started like attacking a town, but like the way they did it is they did miniature work with like real bunnies and had the real bunnies like run around miniatures of the town. And so when like they showed them eating a person to death, they just took like jam covered strawberries and like gave them to them and then pulled the strawberry away so it looked like they had blood all over them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
it's,
god.
Classic.
It's,
I've heard this before.
yeah. Night of the Lepus.
Oh my.
And then again for non-bunny related dark ritualing, you could reference older cards.
I feel like that tracks for Tommel because you are a cook, you're a chef, so you're using all elements of creature. Nothing goes to waste.
It's accurate, right?
Oh.
Tell the
He
smell.
marinates it first.
I would not suggest it, to be completely honest. Usefulness is limited, to be completely honest.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
for
oh, yeah.
sure this thing.
We
Really
also
funny.
haven't fought a humanoid other than those goblins. Like,
I mean, like thematically, it's fun, but is it practical?
no, I was just reading through spells and that came up. I don't know what to take.
It's kinda-
Oh,
you got me banana muffin, thank you.
something that's not fire.
Oh my god, I'm jealous. I want a banana muffin.
Oh my god, it's just chocolate chip though.
Oh,
I am in your character sheet messing with it.
okay.
Because it not loading is confusing to me.
Me too. Like it was just like building your character
And
for
it's
like
not around
100
the
years.
your.
Yeah,
Same here.
basically.
Okay, I think that's actually processing. Hold on. Go ahead and close out of your sheet.
Okay. I won't touch anything.
That's definitely a processing issue. I see what's happening here.
What's
It doesn't like me.
Since we've started adventuring, have we found a gem or crystal worth at least 100 gold? I don't think so, right?
I'm not your treasurer.
I'm asking the group,
Okay,
not
okay.
just you, Jonathan.
Let me see.
I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think. We found a bunch of gold.
Well, we got some statues made out of jade, and those were worth like 200 or something.
No, we haven't found any
Okay.
gems.
But technically, that's like
A precious stone.
a precious stone. I don't know if we want to do anything with them. 5
Well,
jade
I'm
statues.
trying to make a homunculus.
Oh my god, you could turn the little god statues into homunculi.
Oh, the
That'd be
jade
pretty
statues.
cute.
Okay, so for whatever reason, it definitely just rejected all of your changes. What level are you?
I was 3 going to 4.
Okay, and you had 2 6s for your HP, right?
Yeah,
And you're gonna be 5th at the end of this, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get far enough to tell. I had like 9, hold on,
Go ahead and roll a D10 for me.
9550 for my total XP. You said a D10?
Yeah, for your hit points for the fortify.
Oh, I'm still whispering, huh?
No, you rolled a 5.
Okay.
Wait, with the question.
Yeah.
Would the Wand of the War Mage affect the cantrip Blazing Brand though? So it would be like a +7. Like if it doesn't affect
No, it
the
won't,
plus
because
eight.
again, Blazing Brand is not, the damage is not coming from the cantrip, it's coming from the weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Just clarification.
Yep.
Okay. Let me go change that.
Okay. I mean, we found a water elemental gem, but I don't think that counts.
That might the
It
sapphire.
was a sapphire, yeah.
We haven't gotten it
Appraised.
appraised. Maybe someone at the camp.
When did we find a sapphire?
After we killed the waterman, and I stole his Aquaman trident.
Was it in the chest, or was it like his remains, basically?
Did we loot the body, or no? That was in the chest.
Okay.
Because he turned into mist or foam or some shit.
Didn't have that written down.
Yep, open chest and got water sapphire, merfolk trident, 5 jade statuettes, 3 climbing potions, 1 healing potion, and a scroll of color spray.
Yeah. Dang. I missed it.
The Trident of Fish Command!
That's
I am Aquaman!
You're Aquaman! That's awesome. That's great. I absolutely love
So now I need to just get him armor that looks like Jason Momoa's Aquaman suit.
Okay. Core. Global AC, so medium.
Wow, my notes look even crazier than usual.
Could prepare one more spell. Oh, I can change things around since
Okay.
we took long rest, right?
What'd you get on the D10 roll?
5.
Do you want to take mine or yours?
I'll take yours. Why not?
We got a 10. Okay, wow.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Oh wow, I'm rolling backs for everybody.
Apparently so. Alright.
GM rolls. Let's use them up now.
Yeah, probably won't be so good next time around. I mean, again, some of us are aware of that. But yeah, your sheet should be good.
Sweet.
Alright,
Thank
anybody
you.
else have any issues with their sheets? Need anything done?
Wait, you could change your spells around since we took a long rest, right?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're preparing spells, that's absolutely correct. And for clerics,
Okay.
you can change to anything that's a cleric spell, because you technically know them all. You're just praying for those gifts from your...
Solid.
So
divinity.
Expeditious Retreat, is that a spell that I can swap out?
Rangers gain spells at at certain levels. So
Okay.
at current Ranger level 5, you should have... classes: Ranger, Ranger Box, Ranger Grid. 5th level, you should have a total of 4, which means you would have just gained a new spell, but you also can cast 2nd level spells now. So you may want to gain a 2nd level spell. Every level that you gain, you can swap one out for a different one. So at 4th level, you could have swapped one out, and at 5th level, you can swap one out as well.
Okay.
So if there's one you're not terribly fond of that you currently have, you can get rid of it for something you might use.
If it'll load, you know.
Yeah.
Try it. Same old.
Okay. Everybody else good though?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
During that time, I need during the rest time, I need 3 rolls of a d20 from any of you that you'd like to be your representative.
I'll do one.
Doesn't matter to me. Okay.
Not it.
I'll do one.
Okay.
I'll do the last one.
Sure. Okay. Great. So throughout the night, nothing crazy happens. There are no attacks or anything like from jungle beasts or what have you. But yeah, you wake in the morning. Sumiura has put on a pot of coffee. It looks like Daldrun, using kind of Tommel's expertise, has started preparation for what he knows Tommel will need to kind of cook breakfast in the morning. Yeah, you all prepare your spells during that kind of duration and get ready for the day ahead. Yeah.
I would also like to ritual cast Find Familiar, so I have the
Okay. I'll go ahead and move
robot.
that into your
Oh my god, Gil does not know that you can do that.
sheet.
And so he's just like, what the?
Oops.
All right.
Make an attack with bandits.
Why?
I don't know.
Our bandits or the other ones?
And that is a 1st level spell for Find Familiar. Okay, cool.
God, please load. Look at my spell.
Yeah, I don't have to scout anymore.
And you are
That.
Zach. Alright, you should have it on your sheet now, and you should be able to move that one around.
Sick. Yes, I can. Thank you.
Alright.
Who had that sapphire?
We gave that to. Hold on. I wrote it down.
Tommel.
I think it's me, but I
That makes the most sense, but I did.
Okay. Does it
Tommel
detect?
has it.
Tommel
Yeah,
has
It
it.
does. We already covered. It's a blue sapphire of elemental. It's got a water elemental.
Oh, it's got an elemental trapped in there.
Yeah.
Or something. Okay.
Keep that away from Cindrix, please.
You can break it, and it'll summon a water elemental for you. But if you maintain concentration as if you cast conjure elemental. If you lose concentration, it starts beating the crap out of you.
It gets wild. Goes wild. Cool.
Freaking great gone wrong. Just saying. Alright, spells.
Okay. So everything kind of works out in the morning. You prepare as you do, and yeah, if there's anything that you'd like to do in the camp, go for it. But if there's any direction that you want to kind of go off to start, you can do that as well. Keeping in mind what we've got on the table, you have 3 of 9 of the keys for the totem. So currently, well, you have 2 of them. You know where the 3rd one is. It's being held. You have the entrance that you just came out of. You can go back into it. You can toy around with the false idol if you'd like. Up to you. You can also go back in there and continue down into other spaces. There's the water weird that you had trying to choke people at the base of the ziggurat. And then there's also the entrance at the far back end of the ziggurat that you're aware of, but haven't had a chance to get to yet. It was mentioned by Cobble. There's the tree. There's the other bandit camp. There is the goblins, of course. You could, just go kill them all if you like.
So our bandits said that they were gonna go after the other bandits, I think.
That they
Today.
didn't because you told them not to because of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
But we could go together now. I mean,
They still have a hack. That's still a thing that exists.
Well,
I mean,
everyone
the
has the
6
hag,
of
okay?
us. I mean, the 6 of us are worth 1 hag. No,
I
is
don't know.
that
Yeah.
It's at least a challenge rating 5, so it's pretty close. Yeah. Your math's not wrong.
Are you gonna ask them to go with us, or we just go up?
no? I mean, it
Oh, hell
definitely
no.
wouldn't be like we're gonna fight this battle for you. But if these bandits are here fucking up our shit,
The bandits that are with you after were told by Scarin that there is a hag in the mix, have basically kind of just said, "No, we're good, and we'll hold off." Like there's no
they're not
desire-
getting involved.
Yeah, they'll
Alright.
hold back and defend. Like that's what their goal is now.
All right.
Waiting for Cobble to kind of get over whatever he's doing and come back and leave.
So I mean, we should probably go back in and clear whatever was going on with that.
So looking back at the space we were just in, just kind of for mental notation, there is the chamber that you haven't really explored, right? The one that was the first option, but you kind of avoided. There was really nothing left inside of the chamber with the chasm, and the only pathways out of here lead either back to the ziggurat or down to a dead end. So inside of this space, there really isn't much more that can be done unless you want to investigate the idol that summons elementals. The ziggurat, we know there's a water elemental thing in there. You just don't know how to engage it. Yeah. You do know that the water shrine, as it was described, the one with the Myrmidon, was the one that the goblins kind of described they want to destroy, but couldn't find. And then, what else? I got nothing else. I mean, again, check your notes.
Well, I mean that's a couple of things that we can do. One is head back to where the weird was and try to figure out what the fuck is going on with that, so we don't leave it pending. And then the other thing is to double check the location of the shrine that the goblins wanted to destroy it, and decide whether or not we're going to be like, hey, here's the shrine, so you can destroy it.
So the shrine in question was the Myrmidon's pool. So the one where there was like a big pool of water.
Okay.
That's the one they want to sack.
And there's nothing there that indicates that it has like importance for us.
No. Everything
So-
that had importance you took.
All right. Does anyone oppose going back down to the water weird and fucking around with it?
What if we just tell them that where it is and they can deal with that water weird on their own?
No, not the water weird.
It's
It's the
This
other
is
one.
true.
The one that you killed.
Yeah.
it's the
But wouldn't they have to go
The Myrmidon.
through the water weird to
No.
get? No.
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they could literally go through the door you just went in through. They could. Yeah, there's
Dang
plenty
it.
of other options there.
We would have to go up to go to the.
Also, I'm
Water
over
weird.
here in this space by myself, so I don't know where other people are like talking
They're
about.
on the other side. You actually aren't technically here. I'll move you back to where you technically are. I was just showing it for
Oh.
purposes.
Oh,
More,
okay.
more to the audience.
Oh. Okay. Mm,
let's go find out what this weird thing is all about.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any opposition to doing with the
Really?
water weird.
So.
Well,
Go ahead.
it says Cinder should be opposed to it, but me as the player would not be.
Well, the easiest
Opposed
path
to
to get there is going past the fountain of long restitude, going past the shrine where the Oru statue was, or Oroki was located, going up to the fork, turning right, and then kind of moving on the left side of the map, back up the steps where the falling ball was, and then straight through the door, which no longer is there. And that's absolutely not a problem. You'll get back into the weird chamber without issue. I don't think there's really much that would be barring you from getting all the way back to the space. However, once you get down here, which again you'll be kind of entering from the western side of the map to be sure, but once you get down here, the thing that you notice that is different is that they're not on the map. Again, theater of the mind here for this part, but there are about 6 dead bandits kind of laying around the chamber.
Hmm.
They look like they are kind of very damp, laying on the ground, and it looks like they drowned.
I rummaged through their pockets.
Are they our bandits, or are they the purple ones?
They do have the purple hoods, yeah, so they look like they're fell hoods. There's about 6 of them, and kind of going to their bodies and rummaging through it, you find that they are equipped with hand crossbows. Each one has one, daggers, and short swords. It looks like other than that, they have thieves' tools, so there's a total of 2 sets amongst them. Of thieves' tools, that's full sets, 10 total lockpicks. And then, yeah, that's really it.
Let's take all the lockpicks.
There's also a mush of what you think was paper. Kind of looking at it, might have been some sort of map that they were drawing as they were looking through this chamber, and not a map that they brought
crossbows?
in. Hand crossbows, 6 of them.
Yeah.
6 daggers, 6 short swords, 2 thieves' tools sets, and 1 weird-looking kind of just mushy map. Looks like they were trying to cartography the spaces that they were kind of moving through here, the ziggurat itself.
Can I make an investigation to see if there's any... I mean, because we've seen all over this compound, like, drawings and symbols and...
There are no traps that have come out at you, but now that you're kind of looking at it with a more kind of, like, keen eye, understanding traps are possible, there are no traps in this space. The only thing that's kind of, you know is kind of a trap is the pool itself. And you can see that as you're kind of walking around investigating, that there are, in the corners, those sigils are still present. The hypnotizing patterns that are kind of inside of the water.
Scarin, do you hear any music?
Tommel, for you there feels like there's like a coldness against your hip. Like a really strange kind of chill against your hip. Like something inside of your pocket or inside of your bag is causing your hip to be very cold.
Can I find that item that's causing it to be extra cold?
It's the blue stone that has a water elemental in it.
Weird.
It wants its mommy.
It wasn't the case outside, but as soon as you kind of came in here and kind of started residing around this space, that sapphire starts kind of just being very, very...
Can I do a hotter, colder as I get towards the pool?
Colder the closer you get to the pool.
Big part of me wants to throw this in the pool. Objections?
No.
Why not? It's just
for science!
For science!
Hold on, wait. Gil and Tommel, can the more fragile of us please back away? I don't want anyone getting pulled in and drowned or bludgeoned to death.
But Cinder starts hyperventilating. It's gonna go in the corner.
Oh.
I want to see what happens.
You can see what happens from 10 feet away, Tommel.
I'll be quick.
You toss it in?
Yeah.
Okay. The second it hits the water, you watch as all of the water rushes in towards it. Like there's this reverse cyclone, basically like pulling straight towards the gemstone. You watch as the water of the pool completely goes into the gem, and you actually watch as it looks like it's pulling water from somewhere beneath the pool up into it as well. After about a minute of this just massive rush of water, the stone then falls into the pool and just kind of looks normal, like it did before, with a slightly greener kind of tint to it. But now it's more like an aqua-colored sapphire instead of a blue one.
But is the pool empty of
The
water?
pool's completely empty of water, yes.
Goodness.
We defeated it.
How deep is
Samsara.
this down there?
Yeah.
So it's about 20 feet down, and it looks like there are small holes inside of the bottom that are kind of like, if you've ever been in a swimming pool, kind of like the drainage kind of sides, but they're down at the bottom, right? So it looks like there's something that's beneath this structure, beneath the ziggurat, that was probably flooded and is now no longer flooded.
Ooh. Yeah, remember? Okay.
There are flooded entrances outside.
Yep.
Is that what we're thinking?
Okay, but
So, do you wish to exit the ziggurat out through the way you came in, or do you wish to exit the ziggurat down and out and then through and up and around?
that
Like through
one.
the top?
Yeah, you can go back out through the top.
Okay.
But can we fetch the stone?
Yeah. Who do you want to give it to? Tumble again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel colder, warmer, or anything to touch. It feels sapphire-y. But you definitely feel like the magic of it has changed, but it's still, like, because you're trained in Arcana, it's definitely still magic. Just what it does now, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going back out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as we discussed, spatially, we have, you can go to the goblins and banter with them regarding the shrine. Up to you if you want to do that. But since you're on top of the ziggurat here, I'll go ahead and move your tokens there. Bear with me. Sarah separated, hanging out with the crew. Whoosh. More like whoosh. So again, you were told by Cobble that on the back side of it there is a door, and there are weird like row or steel defenders inside, and there was also a lot of flooding. He would have said. That's directly beneath the ziggurat, obviously. There's the hag tree. You can go in there and try and see if you can't deal with the hag. There's the bandits, who you now know have a lesser force. Yeah, so on and so forth. And then we haven't really talked about the fallen
shit.
over, or the tree stump in the middle there. No one's really investigated that yet. There's a lot of stuff.
Tree stump wouldn't be a bad idea.
What's
The
that?
tree stump?
Oh, this one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wish to head over that way?
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you want to fly and examine it, you certainly can. To just kind of scout it out first. Again, the climb won't be impossible, but you kind of have to do, like, from the steps here, hop onto the wall here, and then jump down. Because remember, the walls are hard to climb. So, bear with me here while I get my notes out again. If you do a flyover, Scarin, you'll notice that the massive stump appears to have a hole in it.
Right.
Like the center of it's kind of cored out. It looks like it goes about 20 feet down to like a small little like cubby space. And the sun's not really shining because the clouds and the rain that's not going. But looking down at it, it looks like it's like a small little just like area. It doesn't look like it descends down into anything else. Do you want to investigate the interior further or no?
Would dark vision help with that?
It's not so much
What's-
dark vision. It seems like
Okay.
there's like stuff growing inside of it that kind of like just
Okay.
like it kind of it doesn't allow you to stare straight down to the bottom. But if you kind of land on the top of it and kind of peer down into it, I can tell you what you see.
That I would definitely like to do as
Absolutely.
I'm waiting for everybody to go down.
Looks like inside there's a nice cluster of mushrooms. Do you have nature trained?
About that.
You do not.
No.
So they just definitely look like mushrooms.
Do you want me to do a roll anyway?
No.
Okay. I have survival.
No. Do you have animal
Alright.
handling? You're really bad druid, man. Cleric took religion.
He's
so
an investigatory druid.
fair enough.
He's a cop.
I'll say that the
knows
mushroom,
nothing.
He's a cop.
It's a cop.
Part cop.
the mushrooms in question, they're a green-colored cap, but instead of having kind of like a downward kind of umbrella-like cap, they have kind of like an almost kind of bowl-like cap. It almost looks like their eyes. In all honesty, they have a greenish kind of
good lord.
exterior and like kind of a deep red or orangey kind of colored like center that seems to reflect the light of the overcast. And it's almost like as you're kind of peering to it in the dark vision, it doesn't have any effect, but when you kind of switch to see it in the normal light to see what colors it is, it almost looks like it's peering back at you like it was like a cat's eye.
I do, like, if I get down there and peer in, also, I do have animal handling.
I
training.
have nature.
Okay, Sarah,
Sorry.
if you're Sarah, you're jumping down and kind of chasing after. You're probably the most athletic, so you're probably going to be able to do it the quickest. Once you get down to the stump, I'd say that Kira's kind of getting onto that ledge at the same point. You get over to it, look inside, and you recognize them if you have nature trained as beast eye mushrooms. Beast eye mushrooms can be eaten as an action. For the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on ability checks that use the animal handling skill. You'll
wow.
Also note that
Gross.
they are utilized in a recipe, and I think someone has that recipe because they are currently showing up as available on Potion of Animal Friendship. So Potion of Animal Friendship requires Alchemist Tools or Herbalism Kit. And it is on your list. So it requires 1 beast eye mushroom and 20 ounces of residuum per potion to make. And you can make a potion of animal friendship, which lets you cast animal friendship, save DC 13, 1 hour for 1 hour at will. So when you drink it, you can just animal friendship all you like.
How many are down there that we can pick?
20. Yeah, there's 20 of them.
Would there be enough room for me to hop down there without having issue getting back up?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing crazy down there. There's no traps or anything crazy. You just get down there, get the mushrooms, and come back up.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Don't forget if anybody can make potions, that Suyomira can make potions while we're away, so she can help.
Yep.
And do that kind of thing.
I think the current situation is you don't have much in the way of residuum. I don't know if anybody's gotten any yet.
No.
No.
Okay, so it's not too hard to get back up with the assistance of those who are already up there. You're able to get back up to the top at that point, having farmed the stump of its contents. Anything else that you folks want to do out and about? Or do you wish to kind of go back up on top of the ziggurat and kind of investigate other portions of it? Again, the tree, the bandits on the other side of the tree. There's the small pathway behind the ziggurat that leads underneath it.
I mean, I think it would be fun to kill that hag.
There's the
This
false
is true.
the false crypt with the false idol. You haven't really investigated that very thoroughly. I'm just putting everything out on the table. I keep saying it until like
Can we
proffers.
get back to the flooded area that might not be flooded now?
This one?
Yeah. So you can, but the way you would do it is looking at it. It's not a direct shot, except for Scarin. Scarin could do that, just fly over, no problem. But for everyone else, you're gonna have to go into the ziggurat's top floor, climb out of the hole in the ceiling, and then lower yourself down via rope to the bottom.
Cool, let's do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
We have everybody on board for that action. All right.
Yeah.
I'll hover there laughing at
Yeah.
them and their lack of
For
wings.
the lack of flight. Okay, bear with me here while I get this set up. We are going into the ziggurat's depths.
Just have
One of my favorite parts of this shit.
Cindrix praying a lot so we don't accidentally break
Oh,
a
yes,
bone
of
on
course.
the way down.
Darling misses us all.
Gil definitely needs to convert to Salondism
Okay.
Yes.
after that.
When you get down to the bottom of the steps, there is a large doorway that's kind of present before you. What you realize is the door seems to have moved, and the artificer kind of takes a second to kind of look over the door. And what you very quickly realize is that this door appears to have been moved due to water level lowering. Like there's some sort of buoyancy on the bottom of this door that causes it to ascend when the water level's high, and to descend when the water level's low. Entering into this space, you would see that I am changing the music. And
Wait.
I think we're doing this one, yeah. Might change it from that to something else, but we'll see. But yeah, as you enter into the space, the doorway behind you, I'm going to snap ping so we got it on this camera. To the left of you and to the right of you are two levers. They're currently in the up position. They're the same levers we've seen throughout the complex. There's broken stone in front of you, and there's water directly in front of you, but you look at it and it's maybe about 2 feet deep. All spaces in the water will be difficult terrain. Tommel, even though you are a smaller creature, it's not like it's 2 feet with kind of like, you know, a bit of differentiation at the level, so it's just difficult terrain for you as well. But yeah, looking at the space as you see it, that's as I described it. Looks like there's a couple of different pathways, and directly in front of you, there's a wall that's kind of set with a mural of a individual with a dagger kind of raised up towards the sky, and a, similar to the short sword that you have, a dragon-like shape in the old kind of Ordric kind of styling.
Before we move on, can I do inspiring leader?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll be honest, you probably would have done it back at the camp. I'll give you that as a freebie. So you can add Oleg's benefit as well.
Okay, then that will be, if I'm adding Oleg, it'll be 8.
Yep, so everybody has
For
8
everybody.
temporary hit points.
8? Oh, sweet.
Beautiful.
So I'd like to look around and see like what could potentially be attached to these levers. Just kind of having pulled several of them so far.
So looking into
Like looking for
looking into the chamber so far, the mural that's kind of on the wall doesn't look like it has any mechanism to it. There's nothing weird about that. There's no walls that look like they have any pertaining mechanism, and there's nothing that you can see directly that you would think would be related to these levers. Pulling them would definitely be kind of a shot in the dark.
Worked out great for us so far.
yeah. Left or right, guys?
Right is right.
Alright.
Okay.
Gil will fuck with the right hand lever.
You grab a hold of it, you pull it down. The second it locks into place, you feel that the mechanism locks it into place. You immediately watch as the stone door behind you raises suddenly. Does not look like it is raised by water. Looks like some other mechanism has forced it shut. Immediately after it slams closed, you hear a very loud click that kind of just resonates with an echo throughout the complex, but seems to be coming from somewhere deeper to the north, not the door. So it'll be like a sound.
Whoa.
That sounds normal.
But yeah, the door that you entered in through is now barred.
Well, at least we took our long rest. You ready to pull the other one? See what it does?
You.
Okay.
He's like, okay, that's fine.
You pull the second lever, and when you do so, you hear what sounds like a mechanism behind you trying to work. Like it was the same kind of initial mechanism that lifted the door. Like it would do the same thing, but it doesn't have to. And then you hear a loud from somewhere in the complex. So whatever you've done with the levers has caused something inside of the complex to happen. If you try and test the levers now, they will not raise. They are locked in place.
Totally not ominous. Right.
Well, from this spot, I can see hallways leading to the north. Might as well start heading that way. We're not going out the way we came.
Sure, that sounds like a great idea, going back the way we came.
Sorry, buddy.
Cindrix, you're welcome to try.
If you try and lift on the levers, nothing happens. They don't. There's no mechanism to it. You kind of grab a hold of the door and try and do something to it. It does not move.
Yeah.
It is locked in place. There's apparently something that's inside of the complex that is kind of, there's a synekinesis between it and these levers, and you're probably going to need to do something with that mechanism to free this door.
So the only way is forward.
And I'll say, if I was in full kind of like hidden shrine of Tomoe-chan mode right now in my brain, you would also start seeing gas fill the space, but no, I'm not that crazy. That would be fun.
I'm not in here with
Jesus.
them, am I?
You are all in here. Yeah, it would not have, they probably would
I
not
wasn't
have
sure
started
if I-
messing with the levers until you
No.
came in. I'm not separating the party. Right? I'm assuming that's the case, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As much as John doesn't want to be trapped inside of the dungeon, he has to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're
we
all
totally did
in
it
it
while you were out there somewhere.
Oh,
Not with us.
He hears the door click,
It's
just
over
like.
here.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
you're in
I
here.
see some
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
dry land.
So moving up, there's two paths. There's kind of to the left and to the right. As you move into this space, stop there. You hear kind of a rush of water. You then see the water in front of you kind of part as these kind of razor blade like appendages are kind of popping out of it, and there's like a steel shell underneath it. It then lifts up to a point where you can see the frame of it. It's a canine-like creature. Its mouth opens in a huge maw, and it begins to kind of assail you. But it won't assail you until we actually roll initiative.
Cool.
So everybody roll initiative. Where you're currently at is perfectly all right with me.
I roll 20 speed.
oops! I meant to change
Out of
that
memory.
back. Sorry.
Mine's not doing anything.
Oh gosh, where's the thing?
Right. I rolled 20
Is that
speed,
a
kind of
lobster
funky right
dog?
now.
Yeah, nobody's got on there. That's fun. Oh, there it goes. Now it's all on there. Cool. Everybody rolled right.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
not yet. Let's see. Look. Sorry, my roll 20 is being really funky right now.
Understandable.
Load.
I mean, yours is on there. I see it. Tomo, you're up first. So you hear what sounds kind of like a metallic kind of bark sound that actually kind of has like a wetness to it, like the thing came out of water and it was like filled with water. And it seems to be coming from where Queero went.
Okay. Tomo will cast Mage Armor on himself and turn to Cindrix. We need light, and start running that way.
Okay.
With his, like, just his head above the water.
Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna get like that far in the dark, and that's my turn.
All right. It'll go to the defender. Due to the fact that you have not acted yet, Queera, this attack will be made with advantage. So 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Take 6 piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw. Okay.
9.
It flies up at you, bites, and you kind of like move your arm to kind of block it. It grabs a hold of your arm and kind of drops its weight and starts kind of wriggling, and you can't get your arm free. You take an additional 3 damage, and you are grappled. The escape DC is DC 13 to get out of the grapple. But yeah, they're for Gil. It's interesting to see somebody else fall prey to a random bit of a dungeon, but Quiera seems to have a massive metal dog attached to her arm. And the dog looks like it's of the same kind of structure, like build-wise, as the ravens, the raptors. Okay. Scarin, go ahead and tell me what your passive perception is.
It is. Once I go back to here, 18.
This attack will not be made with advantage, as you see it coming. Very subtly trying to move upon you is another one of these iron dogs. It jumps out at you to bite, and it will miss. As you see it coming. Someone just disappeared. What happened?
Magpie.
Oh,
Yeah, we lost
Yep.
Magpie.
Our
okay.
computer slipped and slided.
Oh.
That's sad.
Flipped and slid.
Mag.
How high's the water?
What is happening? No. Hold on.
2 feet.
Sorry, bear with
Thank
me
you.
here. No. No. Yeah. Hopefully not much of my Discord showed up there. Okay, cool.
No,
shoot
just
that.
the porn.
I don't have porn on my
Oh my god.
Discord. That's Kevin who posted.
I
Okay.
know.
Iron Defenders are done.
Yeah.
Love him.
Sorry, you're up.
Okay. So you said that there was one over here next to Scarin, one
Yeah,
of
you can
those
see
devil
it.
dogs.
If
Okay.
you have vision, yeah.
That's the only one I can see, so I
Okay.
think that's one I'll head towards.
Got it.
So I'll rage and yeah.
Well, I do want to make sure, like, you have 2 rages currently, or 3 rages total?
I have 3.
Okay. But if you want to use the resource, you can. If you want to hold on to it, that's fine too. It doesn't look like these things are... They're not going to be very much stronger than the raptors, so it's up to you if you want to...
Oh, okay. You know, I'll hold on to it and then I'll just reckless attack.
Okay.
I'll just reckless attack this one.
Go for it. 19 will definitely hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean to uncheck that box, so just
No, it's
10.
okay. Yeah, I got it. Alright. And it doesn't look like it's resisting damage, just like the last one. And then you have a second attack because you're 5th level. Also hitting. Alright. And then polearm attack.
Yeah.
You see that
Definitely
little
hit.
thing from Magpie?
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry, what did you say, John? Does that hit?
That does, yep. And 7. Okay, so one itinerary, you rush forward, you kind of smash, and then take the back end of it and kind of just drop it down on the top of its head. You watch as the head pops off cleanly, and you just kind of see the body kind of seize for a second, and then just kind of tip over to the side and fall over.
Go.
You saved me.
Why? Okay, Sarah, that's all your movement and attack, right?
Yeah, so I'll just wait here with Scarin.
Gil.
Alright. Can I move?
Looking at the space, it does look like you can kind of go around this little wall here.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So that'll get me
Right next to it, yep.
here.
And what's your
And then
passive
he's-
perception?
Passive perception is 16.
Good enough. So you would see that coming up the water near the steps, kind of trying to remain low and hidden, is a dog-like creature.
Alright. He is going to attack, bonus action Hunter's Mark.
The one in front, yep.
Yeah, and then
Go with
attack.
Blue dots for that. 21 will hit.
Ooh.
Okay. And then second attack.
Ooh.
That'll miss.
Okay.
So you kind of get behind it and smash into it. It's kind of holding on to Quiera's arm, so it kind of like throws itself forward when Quiera kind of sieges back for a bit and kind of like moves away from your second stab at it. All right. And also roll me a d6. Hunter's Mark. Yep. Alright, all that damage goes through. Gil done. Scarin, you are up. John.
Let's see. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh, you said it was difficult terrain, didn't you?
It wouldn't be for you because you have a swim speed. I'm gonna say.
Oh,
that you
that's
kind of
right.
Move through the water fine.
I'm a water boy. I'm
You're
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
For Sarah's
You're
purposes,
Aquaman.
I'm gonna say that you kind of ran down the steps and jumped into the water with a wham, wham, bam.
But I do have 40 speed.
Yeah, also fine. Moving in. Okay.
I think this would be the extent of my movement.
Half your speed. Yep. Because you're.
Yep, and then I'll do a dodge action.
Okay. Scarin done. Cleara, you're up. Dog on you, so you're grappled. There's no other penalties other than your speed is 0 while you're.
Is your turn order wrong?
Is it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a 5. Yeah.
It's fine though. I can just go after.
Damn, Tommel,
You're
24. Holy crap.
Oh, Cindrix, you're up. Sorry. Go ahead. I see what happened. It must
Yeah,
have caught
sorry.
your roll at the end before I reordered. So, Cindrix, go
Oh,
ahead.
Tommel says he needs some light, so he's gonna cast the light spell on him.
Casting the light spell on yourself, or
Yep. So yeah, on myself. And he is not going in the water. he is.
just gonna stand here.
He's standing there. He is not comfortable going in the water.
Okay. It's only about 2 feet deep.
that's-
That's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
This dungeon might be impossible for Cindrix. Queer, it goes to you.
Nothing's impossible if we split the party.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Damon. On the first one. 5 will work, and it looks like it's super effective, as it was with the raptors above. The second attack, you kind of plung and then kind of throw it, and it kind of throws its body to the side, kind of causing you to like shift awkwardly, and yeah, misses.
Okay. And now it has advantage against anyone else but me.
Yep. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you were definitely on the menu. So,
Good.
see how the next turn goes. Tommel, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Keeping in mind,
really-
difficult terrain.
Can't see anything. Huh. I guess I'm just gonna take the dodge action because I have
Okay.
no sight on anything from here.
The other dog moves directly at Gil and leaps at him, and will bite. 16 misses.
Yep.
Kind of hits against your new armor. You're kind of like, yeah.
Hell yeah!
And then it continues to try and seize on Cleara. You manage to shift it kind of up your arm a bit onto the forearm where the kind of gauntlets are located, and its teeth kind of try to press against them, and they're locked for sure, but they're not getting through the metal of it. And you can see that your armor's sustaining and holding. That's it for them. It'll go to Sarah.
So I can't really see anything.
Bunch of humans.
Cindrix.
Cindric's glowing,
Yeah, this
right?
is like. Yeah, Citrus is. I imagine he put the light spell on his cape to just. Yep. Whoosh.
Is there anything by Scarin? It's because he's the closest.
Oh, actually, you have continual flame cast on your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're already
Yeah,
emitting light.
Oh, I would have put on someone else's then.
Okay, since you weren't going to go in the water, let's just say, just for mechanical purposes, you cast it on something that's tossable. You threw it out to the water as best you can, kind of landed and splashed in the water near Tommel, and Tommel looked at you like. And then as Tommel was moving over that way, picked it up. So Tommel will emit light now.
So Tom. Okay. Is there?
I'm getting.
Scarin, are you okay? Is there anything by you? Are you in the clear?
So far, yeah.
Okay. So, but I know that there's something going on
there's
over
a
there.
fight happening for sure.
Yeah. So I'll start heading that way. So.
Okay.
I should be okay.
Dash, you can move your speed.
Yeah. So I'll. So
Alright.
that will be okay.
Sara done. Gil up.
Alright. He's gonna keep attacking the one that's attacking Queera.
Got it.
Because fuck that shit.
Okay. So you glance back at it. It kind of still is moving with Queera as she's kind of like sparking and like trying to move the dog off of the cool gauntlet. Second attack. That'll hit. And roll your d6 as well with it.
Oh, Dreadful Strike. What is that again?
So Dreadful Strike
Damn
is
it.
once per turn a d4 psychic damage.
Can I do that as well?
Yeah. Okay. So as you're kind of like rushing it and the spark kind of lights for a second, you kind of lift up. It kind of pulls the thing up long ways out of the water. The first attack misses as it's kind of being shifted into that position, but then she kind of he kind of spins the trident and then lances and kind of catches it right in the tummy, and then kind of holds the dog up. There's kind of this metallic, and then it just kind of lays on the trident for a second. As you kind of pull it back, it just falls into the water. And if you haven't used your bonus action,
I will use it to switch the
mark,
hunter's
there you
mark.
okay. Gil done. Scarin. Slowly moving up the pathway. Does that sound fair, John?
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing over there, but if you're cautiously, well, there's nothing over there at current. Or maybe there is something. God, I already ruined it. Yeah, you move. This space is a bit more open up, so you think your fly speed might be beneficial here, and you see a staircase kind of with lights and something kind of going on there with a face.
Okay, and he's gonna hard stop there.
Okay. Scarin done. Cindrix, you are up. Paralyzed by water.
Yep.
Dodge
Oh,
action.
please protect me. He's gonna
Praying.
slowly put his in the water.
It's actually very, very temperate. Like, it doesn't feel cold. It's like a nice kind of warm water. And as you kind of step into it, it's not bad. Like,
Okay.
experience-wise.
It's not cold.
And dodge action, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Slowly
Um,
making his move. Dodge
Clear.
action.
Query, you're up.
What the hell did you just call me?
What?
Nothing. Skip.
Queera.
Queera.
Pride Month.
What? What did you just say?
Listen.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah. Am I saying it wrong again?
No. I'm just.
Is it a lie?
Okay, it takes damage. Alright.
I'm
It takes some more damage. Go ahead.
delusional.
Okay, as you kind of like throw the dog down, like, and just kind of annoyedly kind of like get past it, kind of rush forward, snap the gauntlets together, kind of boom, bam, two magical girl strikes right into it. The first one kind of causes it to break apart, one of its legs flying off into the water, and then the second one kind of uppercut like into its head, knocks it clean off, and kind of sends the parts flying all over. That looks like the last of it, as you kind of very quickly during this next instance kind of scan around looking for others. Your friends arrive behind you, kind of like, you know, ready to help, but it looks like the fight's been completed.
Okay, but what sort of armor can I make out of this robot animal?
No, the armor doesn't look like it was made out of the animal. It looks like it was made to look like the animal, so it's not. That's not how it works.
It is though, because I already wrote down that I got plus 1/2 plate made of robot
Also,
chicken.
the thing you just described, how you write it down, that being real, that's also not how it works.
So you're telling me I don't have plus 1/2 plate of robot chicken?
Correct. You have plus 1/2.
Okay. Okay.
Also, robot chicken, a perfection. I do like that. I'll give you
Robot
inspiration for that. We'll call it even.
Okay, I'll take it.
So, Kiera, as you and Gil kind of make your way up to these steps, and Scarin, you're kind of doing the exact same thing on the opposite side. As you make your way up the steps, you'll see that this stone face before you is much bigger than the ones you've kind of seen in other spaces, like the ones that were shooting the water out of their mouths in the ziggurat above, and the like. They just feel like they're much bigger. Their eyes appear to be set with gemstones, but it looks like the ones that you're looking at, Queera and Gil, are gone. Like it looks like they were set with gemstones and those have been taken. The ones on your side, Scarin, look like they are present and kind of glisten in the light that's present from the torches nearby. That said, next to the head, on either side of it, just like the door you entered in, are two levers. It looks like the roots of trees from the jungle, just like the door you entered in, are kind of creeping into the space. And Scarin, it looks like one specific branch seems to have found a good long way over to like the middle structure, which you assume is some sort of maze or something.
Okay.
You can both also see that there are paths that lead up and to kind of the north.
Can you start flying? And how high are the ceilings?
In this space, the ceilings are about 25 feet, so you've got a pretty good distance clearance-wise to fly. But inside of like the starting portion, not as high. It was only about 15 feet high, and it looks like inside the maze that you kind of creeped through, the ceilings are down to 10 feet.
Like back here.
Yeah, back in those kind
Okay.
of crawly areas.
He'll go up in the air and start moving this way,
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't
then look
like
towards the face.
Yeah, so looking at the face, you can see the gemstones are present, two levers on the side, creeping trees kind of moving towards that direction, towards the maze. Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I collect the broken parts of these things and see if they can be repurposed for like a summon beast spell the same way the last
This one
creature
doesn't
could?
seem to have the same animus that's kind of
Okay.
powering it. This the ones that you destroyed, the anvil wrought ones, they look like they were kind of imbued with a similar magic to the summon familiar spell.
Okay.
Now you looking
That's
at
I
it,
wanted to like.
looking at it, if you were, you know full well if you were an artificer and like you had the capability to kind of create a steel guardian or something like that, these might be beneficial. But since nobody is that subclass, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Again, built well before you folks decided what you were playing, so that could have been interesting.
No, but it's something to note in case
Yeah.
there is like an
Not that-
artificer in the guild. Like Tomo will make a note of that in case
Okay.
anyone wants to come here to recover these pieces. Like
Absolutely.
you know, he's not gonna carry. I mean, or if we
would
want
say
to throw it in
weight-wise,
we have a thing.
Bag
What's
of
the
holding.
thing called? Thank you.
But I would say weight-wise, it's probably
Fuck
not
you.
a great idea. Even though they are like on the small side of medium, they're still about 300 pounds each. So, because they're made out of like a lot of metal.
Okay, then yeah, Tomo would just definitely make
Okay.
note in case there is an artificer that wants these pieces for their construct. But like,
Got it. So,
good to
again,
know.
for you folks on the left side here, looking at it, again, the face, missing its gems, two levers on the side, not much more beyond that. And then
These things don't have any significance.
they look like they're just kind of broken stone that are kind of present there. It looks like this one here looks like it's a structure that was above that's kind of fallen aside. This one here looks like it's similar to the face that's on the treasure chest, but different. Yeah, on your side, Scarin, there do appear to be kind of faces present on the north and south of the steppe. They just look like they're kind of symbolic of what you would know as the consort and the wife.
Okay.
They were kind of presented above the two small chambers that you had that were broken up above. Yours not so much. Any kind of. This one looks like it doesn't. It's not recognizable due to its break, and then this one looks like it's the faces that you've seen on treasure chest.
Does this look like we could walk in there, like through the mouth, or
So
it's not?
it does look like there might be some sort of mechanism to the mouth, but the mouth is currently up. It looks like it could drop a good 5 feet, and that would kind of leave the mouth open. It does look like there's some sort of mechanism in the jaw, we'll call it that, but it's a bit more like artistically kind of licensing jaw. It's more like a mannequin kind of, or not a mannequin, ventriloquist dummy, yeah, kind of mouth movement.
Sarah and Gil, do you want to pull some levers?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'll pull
I
this
guess. Yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, you
No,
pull the
we're
lever.
scaring.
one. Okay, I'll pull that one.
We're scaring.
You- Okay. So, sorry, you pull the lever. It descends. Nothing happens. In about a second or two, it just lifts right back up into position.
I
Which
pull
one?
mine.
Okay. Same thing happens on your side.
Okay, we pull them together.
Look at each other and kind of synchronize it. Pull the levers at the same time. They both click and lock into that bottom position. The mouth drops very just suddenly with a loud ka-thunk.
And spiders come rushing out.
That's
Ooh,
absolutely
spiders.
not the case.
Oh,
Giant
It
face.
looks like
Robot
it goes
spider.
into the mouth, into some sort of space beyond. Again, you do not have Scarin with you, but it looks like you have most of the other party members.
Yeah,
with you.
what the hell is scaring?
I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Scarin real quick. Scarin, you said you were going north?
Yes.
Okay. So looking into this space, it looks like there's a bit of maze action there if you wanted to explore it. But if not, you're coming around and you would see that there is a space similar to the entrance, 2 levers, door, and then there's one statue on the left side that appears to be like the faces on the treasure chests. And just about when you kind of approach that, you hear a loud ka-thunk from the western side.
I think he'll kind of hurry fly towards that way.
Okay. Once you kind of get around the corner, you see your friends on the steps, kind of looking around, and you think you almost hear Guira say, "Where's Scarin?" You're Scarin.
Hi.
Right here.
oh, who are you?
You're scaring me.
He'll fly up and kind of rest on this route here and be like, okay. So there's one of these on the other side too.
Ah, with the levers
Correct.
and everything the same?
Yes, but instead of that statue down there, point down there, there's a statue of the consort and the wife.
Does that mean anything to me?
Does it have levers?
Like the structures up above, as you're kind of puzzling it out, you know that the structures up above, the ones that were kind of like temples, they were specifically denotating like people who were in the in-group. You remember seeing one for like a vizier and one for a general, and then there were 2 kind of closer to the ziggurat that you never got into that looked like they were for the wife and the concubine. Consorts of
the Storm Herald.
the Storm Herald, correct.
Okay.
And as you're kind of talking and puzzling it out, not really paying much attention to things that are going on, about a minute has passed. The mouth shuts.
Oh.
Oh, great.
First.
And the levers reset?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I would say let's redo the levers and check it out.
So you're
That's okay with everyone.
absolutely okay with going into this one specifically, right? That's the one you want?
Yeah,
And take a look on the other side.
So
Can
the
I-
other one was the
I mean, we're here
yeah.
unless we think that going in here is like a horrible idea. We might as
I could
well
also
check it
send the
out.
raptor in.
Oh.
Good idea.
Ooh.
Send the
Okay.
Send the raptor in.
Okay.
Can I ask a question about this statue? You said it's like the same statue on the treasure chest.
So
Are there any
it looks like it's a
keyholes?
three-dimensional facade of it, and no, it doesn't look like there are any keyholes. But as you kind of look it over, you do realize that there is something about the face that is different. So it has its hands kind of up to the side, just like the portrait on the treasure chest, but its mouth is kind of like instead of.
Does it look like it's
You
hinged
could
at
stuff
all?
something in the
It
mouth.
doesn't look like it has a similar mechanism. It doesn't look like the mouth can be opened.
She's full.
He's like, no mas.
And it's kind of this weird state between like it looks like it's smiling, but it also looks like it might be kind of like gritting its teeth, kind of like cringy. It's this weird kind of like position between those two, smiling or cringing. You're not sure which.
The trap.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Somewhere between smiling and cringing.
Yeah.
Am I happy? Am I in
We
pain?
call it callback.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so do you wish to pull the levers and then send the raptor in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Whoosh. So
Exploring
Pommel kind
time.
of like gets lost in a bit of a trance and sends in the raptor. Looking into the space immediately. Let's see. Do you have sight? That's the first thing we need to know.
I do as on the token.
Okay, perfect.
It looks like you set it up correctly.
Good deal.
I have 120 dark.
Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, so you kind of move it out into the space. There are several pillars that are kind of in the space, and some glowing lights, one to the left, one to the right. As you kind of move the bird in, you can see that this pillar here looks like it's been knocked off its plinth, and it's kind of broken off to the northern side. It doesn't look like it was done by some sheer matter of force. It looks like it's been completely kind of constricted by the root structure and pulled down in that way. You can see that the roots in here look like they're very aggressive on the pillars, especially on the southern side. As the bird kind of moves into the pillar structures, the pillars have a number of different motifs all about them, but the most prominent, and you'll kind of see that on the fallen one here, is this kind of strange sun symbol that has no sun rays on its bottom, only kind of cascading upwards. And that's on all of these pillars. They're all pretty much identical with like 3 of these kind of markings on it, kind of leading up to the top. The ceiling in here is about 50 feet high, which to you is kind of like, this must be like directly underneath the stairs that lead up to the rolling ball, if you're kind of thinking about it, somewhere around there. Yeah, if you move the bird further in, you'll see that there are 2 constructs kind of near the lights. The constructs in question look like they're humanoid in shape, but not really in kind of like full function. They definitely look like they're kind of steampunk humans with strange batteries on their back. And then both of their arms, like the forearms and hands, have been replaced with massive tablets that look like shields. And then as you kind of come around, again, remembering you can move very, very far with this specific familiar. At the far end, you will see that there is a suit of armor that appears to be glowing from its interior. It doesn't look like there's anything inside of it. It just looks like inside of it there's this glow to it. And Tommel, being an arcanist and having hung out with an artificer such as Queera, you would know that this is a known construct. The things that are kind of on the north and south, they look weird, but this is the thing that you're well aware of, and also you as a player I think are aware of. This is a helmed horror. Helmed horrors are very powerful, at least at lower levels, construct that can kind of fly and cut with a magic sword.
That's kind of scary.
They all look like they're inert, and it doesn't look like any of them are responding to the raptor. Directly behind the helmed horror is a door. The door has 3 markings on it that are kind of in a triangle-like pattern. So at the top of the triangle is the sun symbol with no rays down. At the bottom side, you see 2 shield symbols. and at some point during this process, the door would have shut because it's been probably a minute kind of scanning around. But the mouth would have shut. But as you kind of retreat back, you can kind of signal. Because again, you can talk on your side.
Oh yeah, I imagine Tommel's just been like
Saying.
reciting quietly out loud, like there's two constructs, there's the helmed horror, there's like these markings. I'll describe the icon. Do I, as a character, recognize any like religious or historical
You would know that
significance
they
to them?
don't appear to be religious. But if you'd like to make an Arcana check, this would be kind of like if you don't have a guess, yeah, make an Arcana check. Yeah, sufficient. So it looks like this kind of glowing symbol is kind of like a crown, or like a bright light kind of emanating from the head, similar to the helmed horror. And then the shields appear to be similar to the shield things.
Two
that are
shield
kind of
constructs,
present there.
yeah.
So your thought is that the symbols on this door must have something to do with the constructs in this space.
Mm-hmm. So if we want to move past that door, we probably have to
Bite them.
destroy the constructs, yeah. And I'll report that as I imagine we pull the bird out.
Okay.
Well, I think we should, for now, avoid waking those helmed horrors. I don't think that's wise at the moment. And then Scaren's find across the way the space that is sort of bookended by the consort and the wife. That maybe might not be as dangerous. We should look.
Okay. So if you want to move over to that space, take the long route, or you can go through the maze.
Long route or through the maze?
Well, Scaren is the one that has done. I mean, I would follow Scaren.
Which way do you
Scared
go?
went up, right?
Up and around, yeah. Sure, you don't want to check in the maze at all?
I do.
Then do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you. In fact, I am.
Rommel, perhaps you should not get ahead of those of us with armor.
Lead the way, Tommel, because I.
But I'm so
No,
curious.
Don't lead the way. Stop leading the way.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Tommel, if you come around the corner, and Queer as you come around the corner, I'd like the two of you to make perception checks.
Heard. Heterception, 13.
Good enough.
Great.
Not as good, but the 13 is
yes.
sufficient. Looking at the ground in front of you, in the water, you can see that there are small little holes dotting the ground. What those are, you can't be sure.
Oh, that's a motherfucking trap.
It does look a lot similar to the spike traps you've seen thus far, yeah.
Can I investigate to find a way to deactivate?
Yeah.
17?
So investigating it, you realize that they're already deactivated.
Oh.
I feel like that's a motherfucking lie. I put my foot on there.
Nothing happens. They are deactivated. You do feel like a small bit of pressure descend, and you kind of grit your teeth as you're kind of like ready for it, but like nothing spikes up. Walking around the
Oh
way,
god.
there's a small staircase.
Sarah, can you please pick up Tomo? This is making me nervous.
You walk around the way. And inside of this space, you find a dais that's kind of up out of the water, and it looks like there is a treasure chest, similar to the ones that you've seen thus far, and another lever. This lever in question appears to have a symbol on the head. So normally there's not a symbol on the reptile type head.
Mm-hmm.
This one has one, and it appears to be the symbol of the god heart, specifically Ragdoll. Yeah.
Ragdoll.
Everyone up off the spike trap before we pull the lever.
Okay. If everyone's off the spike trap and you pull the lever, no spikes shoot out.
Cool.
But Scarin, who kind of lagged behind and is kind of at the door, you hear a loud like thud from behind you from where you just came from. And then when you look over in this direction, you see that this corner area, a wall has fallen away. A wall that you hadn't investigated, but that's definitely where the sound came from. And if you kind of walk over to explore it, which I assume you do.
Where is everyone?
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Gil, we're over here in the spike trap area. Don't worry.
If you look inside this small little space, inside at the southern side of this small room, there is a hole in the wall, and sitting inside of this small little kind of shrine hole in the wall is another one of the keys.
Yay!
Woo!
Specifically the key
The
of-
keystone?
Right, yeah, keystone of Ragdoll, which means we have Harkin, Ragdoll, Oru, and Jortul, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All the evil and also the true neutral. Good.
Nice.
And then there's the treasure
20
chest, and the treasure chest has a silver keyhole. And I don't know how many silver keys you have left. I think it's just
Oh.
one or two, right?
I have one more. I have one
Okay.
still.
So
Who
you
is this one again?
Ragdoll.
Rectal.
Ragdoll.
That's
Close.
the enchantment guy, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I would argue the most evil.
Ragdoll's evocation, not enchantment.
No. Kernobosk is evocation. Ragdoll's enchantment.
Uh,
Kernobosk is the Stormheart.
Yeah, I
Oh.
have written down enchantment.
Ragdoll.
I'm just reading the handout. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I might have done it wrong.
I have
Yeah.
enchantment in my
Oh.
notes.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
gotcha.
right. I have it different in my notes. I was just looking at the handout. It's wrong in the handout.
I'm a failure for everyone.
That's
Put
okay.
that handout away.
No,
Shred
you're
it.
not. Stop.
I'm just gonna.
This
Okay.
No,
There's
I
a
have
lot
to
of
trust my
information.
own notes,
Oh.
not the DMs.
So
Bullshit.
it's Oru, Harkin.
Remember, the DM is always out to get you, so
So it's
trust
just
your
the
own notes
four,
first.
right?
Yeah. And remember, Oru, Cobble,
Yep.
and then Jortul, who had it,
Jortul Skirin has that one.
and Scarin now also has Ragdoll,
Yeah,
and who had Harkin,
I do.
and that is right there. Cool. The treasure chest. If you use the last of the silver keys, I think that's the last of the silver keys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Sure. Opening it, inside you find 3 items. They look interesting, to be sure. It appears that there is a very fancy-looking musical instrument, which those of you who are musically savvy, probably not anybody in this group, it is what is known as a bandor. It's kind of like a weird-looking guitar. And then there is a stone that seems to have been polished very neatly and ornately, and it has kind of carvings, very rough carvings of the symbol of Ragdoll on it. And last but certainly not least, a pair of boots that look like they are neatly kind of like tucked together. They look like they are kind of two kind of slats of like leather kind of sewn and stitched together with leather stitching. And they look like they have kind of burn patternings on the side of them that is very elvish looking.
Can someone tell me where we are? Because I would be probably with the main group.
We're like
Oh,
Okay,
there you
thank
are
you.
with us now.
Thank you.
And that's when the spikes shoot up. No.
Right?
JK. It's actually guild detecting traps is what it was. Very rare, but yeah.
They knew he would come. It was
Anti-CO
foretold.
measures.
The prophecy.
The prophecy has been foretold.
Tommel, looking at it, the instrument is probably, looking at it with Arcana, they are all magical, and then kind of like utilizing the skill trick. The two of you kind of note that they're both, or all 3 of them are uncommon magic items.
Oh.
And
I'm sorry, what were they again?
it is a stone with a symbol of ragdoll on it. It is a bandor, which is a musical instrument, kind of like a weird-looking guitar, and then the boots.
Ooh. And the stone was polished.
Yeah. High sheen. Very shiny.
Ooh.
Kind of it looks like it was like a nice piece of onyx that was kind of like crafted, and then the symbol of ragdoll it's on it's like a reddish color.
And what's fancy about the boots?
They kind of have like almost an elvish like looking kind of decor to them. But they look like they're very much of the styling of like the old Ordric kind of.
And they detect and are probably need to be identified.
We know they're all magical and uncommon, but who knows what they are? Who knows what they are? Boots of elvish kind, maybe, or maybe I misled you.
Boots of cozy kind. They just make your feet cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loves it. Okay.
Yes.
So if you continue moving through, you'll kind of come to the other side. Scarin will catch up with Cool Rock key number 2, and yeah, you'll see the other side. Similar
Oh
setup.
shit! I think I disappeared. Oh, never mind.
Similar setup.
Ah!
Pull out the raptor again in anticipation.
Okay. I'll get everybody over there. Seems like some folks are having. Okay, we made it. All right. So Sarah plus Gil equals lever team.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you both pulling them simultaneously?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody who's standing on the platform needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait.
Including us?
That'd be
Yes.
everybody except for Scarin. I think Scarin kind of was keeping to the back.
Oh boy. Okay. Next.
DC's 12.
Oh, big yike.
Oh shoot.
Okay. So if you failed, you take a total of 7 points of lightning damage. And if you succeeded, 12 or higher, you take 3.
Excellent.
The entirety
I didn't
of the-
need those temporary hit points
It
anyway.
was not. I still have one.
entirety of
more.
the
I still have
platform
one more.
seizes with lightning. Kuira, Tommel, and Syndrix, I'd like the 3 of you, because of your proximity, to go ahead and make free perception checks.
Okay.
Kuira caught it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody else is not really
Dang.
paying attention, but as the lightning seizes across the floor, the thing that you notice that no one else seems to catch is that the statue face on the left and the statue face on the right, the second that starts, their eyes shine bright yellow for just a moment, and then lightning seizes across the board.
Okay. And that happened when we hit the
The levers at the same time.
levers at the same time. Can I try to
So
disarm?
how about
It doesn't look like it is a trap that you can disarm. It doesn't look like there's a
Okay.
generation point that is available to you to kind of disarm. What you're realizing is
Okay.
it has to do with the levers and how they're pulled.
okay, so everyone else should step off the platform and we'll fuck around with the levers.
I'm doing one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll go
It might be
first.
important, but as you kind of step down, Tommel, and as Queer is kind of bringing this to your attention, the face on the left is the concubine, the consort. The face on the right is the wife. So that would be looking at it, if you're kind of looking at it from the character's perspective. Left, consort, right, wife.
Wife,
So,
consort.
Okay.
Wife goes first.
Five constant.
Wife goes. Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, so you're pulling the wife first, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. The eyes on the wife's side glow red. Now, when you pull the lever down, it doesn't go back up like the last one did. It sits there for a while.
Okay.
And then I'll pull my side.
Okay, I need the two of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh god damn it!
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Success. Success. Oh wait, why is Gil rolling? Oh, I'm sorry, Gil's up there. Duh. Of course, Gil's in the action. So 12 success. So the two of you will take 4 lightning damage as the entire platform seizes again. The second that the second one was pulled, Quiera, what you realize is both the eyes shine yellow again, and then the lightning kind of spreads, and then both levers return back to their positions.
What color would the? You said this one had like gems in its eye. That big statue
the big
there.
statue has bright rubies in its eyes.
Okay,
They're
so we want them both to be red to match. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
Okay,
the other
well-
option is to
well-
pull the
The concubine.
okay. When you pull the concubine's eyes will glow green.
Oh, then if we let it sit for a minute, does it do anything?
The lever will ascend back up after exactly 1 minute.
Okay.
It's resetting the
So
process.
pull it again,
hmm
and then I'll pull the wife.
Okay. So the green flares in the eyes. You pull the wife's lever. The eyes glow red. The green eyes stop glowing. The red eyes on the statue glow, and the mouth drops.
Okay.
You then hear what sounds like very loud mechanical sounds start whirring up. And it definitely sounds like something very heavy and mechanical on the other side of this door is now functioning. It almost sounds like an engine. As the raptor enters into the space, you see that there are 2 paths.
Yeah.
Both paths are beset by swinging blade traps.
Yeah, they are.
There does look like there is a path in the middle, but inside of that space in the middle, you see that there is a massive hole, and the hole descends into, you guessed it, complete and utter darkness. Baby cat, only 8 more minutes. Chill. He wants to play now.
Eternity.
So, looking through the space, the blade traps are definitely very, very sinister in that the first 4 seem to be swinging out and kind of up in an oscillating kind of pattern. So they are kind of swinging kind of from the bottom up towards the roof. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
There are 2 in the middle that are swinging horizontally.
Yep.
And then on the other side, they're swinging the opposite direction, down.
Yep.
There's no space
Okay.
above them.
Jeez.
It's literally a perfectly tight hole, and it doesn't look like there's much room for error when it comes to kind of moving through them. The other side is near identical.
Heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it does look like...
Yeah, I
sorry,
describe all of those traps and everything.
it does look like there's a rhythm to it. It's not like perfect, like every second it's being cut. Like obviously there's the back switch on the blades. There does look like there's a pattern to it that can be memorized.
Yep. Bird is not going through the traps. Bird just reported the traps are there and flies back in. So there's no constructs that I can see, but at the other end, the bird could see levers, it looked like.
Yeah,
Am I correct? On the other side of those trap
you betcha.
pathways, there
There's one
were
on
2 more
either side,
levels.
correct.
And I don't know if there was anything in the middle, because it looked like on the opposite end of that, a long hallway in the middle was just pit. It was just a hallway of pit
Mhm.
that leads to a wall.
Correct.
Unless those 2 levers open that middle path.
Well, I guess we should probably get in there.
So what's
This one-
saying is Gil gets
Yeah.
to dodge blades.
Yeah.
And by dodge blades, you mean get hit by blades a lot,
Right.
but
Right.
still like,
Yeah.
crawl to the other side.
Yeah.
How long is the path? Is it 60 feet? Can we still healing word Gil if
Yeah.
he falls down? Then we're
Oh,
fine.
I guess 2 of us will have to wait outside to open the door again, right?
Yeah.
If you're
case,
waiting,
yeah.
no, sorry. So the raptor goes in and explores, and a minute passes. The mouth is not shut.
Oh.
This one appears to be different mechanically in more ways
Heard.
than one. Baby cat,
Heard.
I told you 20 times, don't you do that. If you want. You want Churu? Get off of that desk. And maybe you can have it. Okay, you don't get any. You're gonna be a baddie. Alright, so you enter into the space as described. Sorry, my bad cat is being bad.
Heard.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like how
Wow.
we came to this side and it was so much more worse, and we're like, you know what, we're sticking
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
We don't
it's
have to
way
fight
more
anything.
constant.
It's just inanimate death, you know?
Yes.
It's a cold, hard, unfeeling way to die.
I mean, is this really any
I mean-
different than like a construct? I mean, like,
Yeah.
Right.
Right? It's not.
It's less
really
dramatic.
living.
It's more anticlimactic when one of us
it's
gets
less,
fucking
it's less uncanny
slaughtered.
valley. Yeah.
You know, there's no drama to it, no tension. It's just.
Loves it.
Can I put my foot over this darkness and feel for like a
Sure. So when you step on
invisible?
it, there is a strangeness to it, but you immediately feel what is quite contrary to what you expect. It feels like the weight of the space is heavier, and you almost feel like you fall into it as you kind of very quickly retreat back. It seems like it's the opposite effect of the chasms above.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh, and make a perception check. Sorry.
Let's see. What do I perceive? 16.
Okay. So the dark vision you have is a 60-foot kind of distance. You can kind of see like shadows off in the distance. As you kind of look down at the space and kind of try and optically view everything, you look back up, and on the absolute opposite side of it, there's this small, bright red light. All the way on the opposite side of where you're standing.
Of this?
Mm-hmm. Like it straight through the pass, like at the very far side, kind of like at about chest level or head level, there's a bright red light that's kind of shining. Like it's very small, but it's kind of bright. It's like somebody's like got a laser pointer, you know?
That's creepy as shit.
It's like right over here.
I mean, I can only see till this far.
Yeah, but because it's
But
the
I
light,
can
it's kind
see
of
the
appearing
light
there, yeah.
over there. Okay.
All right, so I think we've got a lot of stuff on our plate here, and only a couple minutes left to deal with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and conclude here. Thanks for watching, those that did, and we will pick up next week as we continue into the Ziggurat Steps. Thanks for watching. See you next week.